IMO.
Focus on the roast beef, baby.
Literally, all
Roast
you
beef
do,
sandwich. You're the in and out of roast beef.
you have 3 or 4 different roast beef sandwich options.
Boom.
You have curly fries,
Boom.
and you have Jamocha shakes.
Done.
That's your whole mother-licking menu.
Done.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's so easy, and they just hammer it and be like so good at that.
Yeah. You add that market fresh menu. Do you add it or not?
Add it to the garbage can.
I think you'd have to look at sales. I think that they keep trying to remove it, but they can't.
I mean,
Some of the only things, like my wife would only get that.
A
Market fresh sandwich. That's the only reason she would ever go to Arby's. With curly fries and a Jamocha shake.
You just have to decide.
You do.
What business are you in?
But you could also do like market fresh roast beef sandwiches.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. If it's got you can have 4 or 5 or 6 options, but it's all gotta have roast beef. That's just your brand. I don't know. They're doing okay, I guess.
I guess, maybe.
But it's, you know what it actually is? People that want the roast beef sandwich are gonna get it. Period. And so they're just trying to pick every other dime off. But it's the 80-20 rule. I would rather just do the 20% of things fantastic every time than make you 80% more.
Yeah.
But that other 20% is tempting. Oh, yeah. Food's on the way. Food's on the way. My teeth are sore. They shaved them. I've got a gap in my front teeth right now.
Yeah, I can tell.
When I breathe, I whistle. Why is everyone saying shh? Sag. This would be a great one to never actually go live.
Just immediately. Yeah. Just be like, and we're just like talking or even like playing and showing the overhead and stuff. And everyone's like, wait!
We should maybe try it for a couple minutes. Ryan Chef says, do you guys know you're live right now? Jason says, ruined it. Can you guys hear us?
You might be able to hear us, actually.
That'd be funny.
Oh, yeah, you can. Oh, hey, sorry. Let's put the intro on.
Did they get in on our roast beef?
No, they didn't hear the roast beef strategy, I don't think. I got it, Jonathan. Whoever's controlling the mouse, I got it. Yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special Throwback Thursday. We're throwing back to 3 of the craziest years of my entire life and some of the most meaningful moments so far in my time here on Earth.
Some of the most meaningful commentary of me as a human being.
Yeah.
I think this might be the most helpful thing I've ever done in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Helpful to you or helpful to others?
To others. Looking at the commentary and the comments that have come through has been truly overwhelming. I've been oh.
If you don't know what we're talking about, last week we posted an episode of the podcast, episode 216, talking about the end of an era, and this will be our last stream of 2022. This for us will also be the end of the era that started with the pandemic, where we started streaming 5 days a week and then 4, and that's where Throwback Thursdays were born and a lot of other crazy shenanigans. And to be clear, our content isn't going anywhere, but we are changing the frequency and the form factor, and I think it's really just a pivot from quantity to quality as our lives and also I think the lives of a lot of people in our community go back to normal.
Yeah.
And 4 or 5-hour live streams a week isn't really serving or approachable for the vast majority of our community.
It has become unsustainable for us as well. Before we get too far, I want to get a couple of important announcements out of the way. The first, of course, is that this stream is brought to you by Nalgene Water Bottles, maker of the best water bottles in the world, as far as I can tell. They've been a long-time sponsor of the stream.
Huge shout out to them for making all these streams for years possible.
They funded the whole thing, and we couldn't have done this without Nalgene. So remember, Hydro Brain, Hydro Life, 100% ATPE food-grade plastic. I prefer the 48-ounce, of course. Soft plastic preferred.
But on a more serious note, honestly, everyone out there watching this video in the future and any of our other content, all the people that have been coming through after that podcast on the podcast discussion channel of our Discord, massive thank you for being a part of this whole experience. We're going to be throwing back to some of our favorite moments, most of which are actually shared by people in the Discord channel.
Yeah, super cool.
We're also maybe going to be playing Nightmare Before Christmas TCG. I think we are. And
we'll
then
shuffle it up. We might get the Crokinole board out.
Who knows what's going to happen?
It's really snowy outside, and I think everybody's going home, so I don't know. If we get locked in here, maybe we'll just
the stream that never ends.
Hit it all night. I do want to pick up on what Zach was saying too. I see this question a lot, and so what you can expect from us moving forward, how we have it envisioned currently, and this is still in flux. We're working out some of the finer points, but we'll move to a weekly stream. It's probably going to be on Wednesdays. It may be a 3 to 4 hour experience, the same as these streams often are. The important thing about those streams, though, is that we'll be taking those streams, saving the raw footage, and then actually producing clips out of those streams. So for people who want the full 4 to 5 hour stream, you guys will still be able to watch those. But then for the rest of YouTube and a whole lot of people who aren't here right now for this kind of content.
And a bunch of other platforms.
And a bunch of other platforms. We can also pull in, we need to produce more 30-minute, 15-minute, 60-minute videos of actually just here's a game being played. Here's a gameplay, match where you don't have to scroll through 4 hours of me going on about things, which I'm honored that some of you like doing that. But to find 3 Bolton games and a Flesh and Blood video is tedious right now. So we're going to be able to cut that stuff out and produce just a higher quality produced standard as well. So kind of merging the pre-pandemic with the post-pandemic because we really love what we've been able to do here and the connections that we made over the live stream. So just kind of a change of pace, just a little bit less frequency, but similar vibes. And these kinds of conversations we've been able to have for the last 3 years will continue in that format.
And for more context on all of that, I think that podcast episode is a good place to go. We also posted it on YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you can find it there. There's a lot of reasons for it. And part of it is we have a lot going on that we're working on from 3.0 to a lot of other projects. So a lot of exciting stuff planned. The content's not going anywhere. It's just changing what it looks like and how often it's happening.
Let's hear it in the chat. Where are you from, and are you snowed in or not?
The old school, the first year
Who's
or so
snowed in right now? I'm
the
curious.
Pandemic, I would ask that pretty much every stream.
Yeah.
Where are you watching from? Because we were all stuck at home. It was a crazy time.
It was all just a grand ploy to get more comments on the video so that it would get shared farther. I know that from your content strategy brain, of course.
Yeah.
But
and then the question of the
Zach's
day.
never been interested in where people are from.
At
really.
some point, question of the day happened. Remember that,
Yeah.
Jim? And it was really just me trying to make sure you had to deal with comments. Then you were like, I'm going to pass this off
and then
to
I passed it off
Bryce.
to Bryce. Yeah.
Genius. I mean, you know, they say snow rolls down hills, right? That's what it
This is what they say. Snow, exactly.
Some other S word. I don't know.
Alex Becker, hey, good to see you. Alex, are you out in the mail truck right now? Because I feel for you right now in what, Ohio? Is Alex Ohio? Or thereabouts?
Definitely that thereabouts. I think it's Ohio.
Because I think
it's Ohio.
I think Ohio's getting
Or maybe it's...
getting wrecked right now.
Oh, man.
I've got it here. Hello from Australia, from Shannon. Kansas City on
Now,
JT.
isn't he from, like, Tennessee or something?
That also could be.
But it's, like, right in that pocket,
I don't know. It's
Midwest,
east of
you
me.
know?
It's kind of a mass over there. Kansas City for JT. Belgium calling from Trulstein. Amazing. Colin saying a brisk 65 in LA right now. Fantastic. What's up, Chris Gilbert? Noibadi. Man, I've seen that name a ton in the chat. Good to see you from Germany. Cuddly Crispy from Maryland. Not snowed in, but raining too much. So who knows? It could be there later. Gree Valorn. What's up, Gree? Montana. Not snowed in, but minus 41 degree wind chill. Yeah.
I didn't know. A couple of years ago when we were at FFG Worlds, it was really cold in November. And someone there revealed that they oftentimes close school, not to snow.
It's too cold.
Because it's too cold.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally dangerous for kids to leave their house.
Minus 41, you walk outside and you just die.
Yeah.
So you have to really protect
I mean, if
yourself.
you walked out there without protection, you just stood there for 30 minutes, you probably would.
30 minutes, you'd definitely be gone. I think you might have 4 minutes before stage 1 hypo, at least, or stage 2.
Yeah, just
You're probably turning blue.
Well, this got dark real quick.
Yeah, test it out for us, Gree. What'd you know? Please don't. Joe Solo, Boston, no snow yet. Torres, Chicago is covered in snow. JK, Lawlings, no snow in SoCal. David C, all floating a skull there. Seattle is iced in. All right. Well, this has been a weird, so it's come down through. Damon Hart from the Portland area, no snow yet, but in the 20s and supposed to rain and sleet later. Zach Denham, snowed up north of Seattle. Stefan Vandenbroek, Netherlands. David from San Antonio. Matt Mendoza, DC, rained in currently. Top shelf, southeast Wisconsin is snowing and blowing. Auxerodor from Quebec, and it's clear, not snow. Tadas Kleinuskos from Lithuania.
That's awesome.
Boyd from Connecticut, no snow. Steel Slime.
Lithuania a ton, but it does pop up occasionally.
It's so cool.
It really is nuts.
St. Louis getting a dusting of snow so far, but cold and windy. Ontario, Canada for Mage Hat. Blizzard coming this evening. Anthony Treadway from Birmingham, Alabama. Brent Serrato, 45 in Atlanta and dropping. I'm gonna get through these. Keith McDaniel, Tulsa.
Let's go.
As you know, it is called out. Mark Bergman from Milwaukee. Kewell Crane from Finland. Tons of snow in Finland right now. Brazia snowed in near St. Louis, hanging out making espresso and prepping for Christmas coffee catering. Sick. Dana Aberl, Fargo, North Dakota. Lots of snow on the ground, but not snowing currently.
There's a movie about that.
Andre Rodriguez, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, looking at minus 20 degree wind chills, 5 inches of snow soon. Biscotta, what's up, Biscotta? Good to see you. Oregon, Portland. Portland Heights, very windy, no snow. Rob Wolken from Ontario, snow incoming. Mid-March 1981 from Germany, 8 degrees Celsius, all snow melted again. Ryan Lucas from LA, don't know if that's Louisiana or Los Angeles. Igor saying, see, that's what Hydro Brain can do, because obviously you can't read like this unless your brain is well hydrated. Sean Ripley, hi from East Palo Alto, California, sunny and 53.
Yep. I was just in
53 is frigid for California.
Yeah, you gotta wear like a jacket.
A jacket. John Tucker's in Vegas, cold but no snow. Say hi to Ryan Roper for us. Chris Gilbert in the UK, snow-free as usual. Dr. Sindula from Alabama, it's getting colder there. Matt Mendoza, there was a place in Wyoming that dropped from 37 to 3 degrees in 15 minutes.
Chris Gilbert, is this some kind of insane weather report?
Tyler White in Massachusetts, no snow.
And over here, we've got
Joe M from Dallas, it's cold. No snow in Atlanta from Wade Jones. Wichita is at minus 30, says Unholy Cow. Cedar Dulip, Charleston, South Carolina from rain. Alex Becker, yes, is in the mail truck. Cleveland, Ohio.
Ohio, nailed it.
Hasn't started yet. I'm doing as much as I can, trying to get those packages delivered for all of us for Christmas. So thank you for that, Alex. I believe Alex has had us on in the mail truck for about 3 years now.
Yep, day to day.
Randall Saliga, rainy in New Jersey. Jacob Bean in the suburbs of Chicago. Caleb Hobson, 2 hours east of us in Arkansas at minus 30 wind chill. Spencer in Chicagoland. Zach McGaw checking in from Arkham, Massachusetts. Ron in Chicago. Samuel Slager in Ontario. Supervillain in Oakland. Nathan in Western New York. Samuel Graham in Tennessee. Akiro in Connecticut. Igor in Brazil. What's up, Igor? Good to see you.
You're nowhere close to catching this bottom of this list, dude.
Igor is super active in our Discord, too. Aaron Clark, Ohio. Derek, Kansas City.
Corinne Moon's asking how to join the Discord. We'll pop a link for you.
Ryan Lucas grew up in Canada. -40 is fine. Kansas City from Joshua Trevino.
What up, Josh?
Marcus from North Sweden, where it's cold and dark. Laszlo from Portland, Oregon. Bromby in the middle of Illinois. Raymond Roman from Ireland. Love it.
I love Ireland.
Collector Art House in the chat too. Good to see you. Sorcery, one of the great Sorcery TCG historians in our midst. David McCallum, Sunny SoCal. Aaron Payne in Utah. Listic is also from the Netherlands. Crazy. And look, they're connecting. We practically live next to each other. Maybe we should play some games.
Colin in the chat saying the TC weather report is 100% the content we came for.
Mabby14 in Atlantic, Canada. Stephen Teese, thank you for that comment. Listic, no snow. Chris Gilbert, I finally caught up to the insane weather report comment. Pierce in Kansas City. I'm working through them.
Yeah, you're getting there.
I'm almost there. UK for Eat on CNS. Thunder Chicken Flurries in Frisco, Texas. I'm getting some repeats. Good. Jared Kelsey, San Antonio, Texas.
David C., the whole stream is going to be Steven reading weather reports from
and
around
we're
the
out of
world.
here. Shuffle, Pacific Grove, California. John Simerson, Wollongong, Australia. 68 degrees Fahrenheit. James Lynn from London, UK. Ryan, Ben Sweeney, New York City. Yes, I think we made it. Scott Crazy, St. Louis. Good to see you, Scott.
You're almost there.
Virginia, Mike Pelly, Maxiel, New York City. Dex and Drofts, Polar Vortex in Colorado.
It's an inside joke for anyone that joined us on a marathon yesterday.
Pacific Grove, California there for Shuffle. And we've done it. Omaha, Nebraska for Speed Lane. Thank you all for being here so very much. We're all connected. And I don't know that we've done the full readout quite before on stream. So this is maybe a first.
Maybe like early when we had nothing to do. And
can't imagine what that was like.
It was a weird time.
All right, guys. Here's what we're going to do.
It was a weird time. You have to take me through it.
Let's kick it off. The first thing that we're going to do that I think is appropriate, I think we should play the clip from
so we're clips
the first stream.
Are we going Bo Burnham style?
Yeah, we're going to react to ourselves.
All right. So we will be able to see and hear it. They will be able to see and hear it.
God
will they
willing.
also be able to see and hear us? Seeing and hearing it?
That is the idea, yes.
And next year, if we do the same thing at the end of the year,
yes,
we could react to ourselves reacting.
Pretty soon, at the end of this chain, there will be no room left for a picture-in-picture box.
Okay.
It'll just be...
You know what? I'm kind of into it.
You want to be able to see the main video, just be all the reactions in a brilliant collage. All right, so we're going to do a little test of the tech here, too, because it wouldn't be a live stream with Covenant unless we were trying something new and weird. So as such, let's see if I can get into my computer.
Team Covenant in the chat saying we'll react to ourselves and copyright claim ourselves.
Yeah, apparently it's fine. We're not sure though.
I mean, we're the captains.
I know we're the captains, but they might be trying to protect us
in?
from ourselves. Yes, you can put that in. Okay, so you guys are going to see my computer. All right, let's see if this works. Okay, yeah, you see my computer?
We're on the bottom right here.
You can still hear me, yeah. Everything's cool. Okay. Now, I'm putting this in, and you can hear me, and I can hear you. We can hear the monitor here.
I can hear you. I can hear me.
All right.
I am the walrus.
I want to wait and make sure people give us a thumbs up that they can still hear us with this white screen here.
J.K. Rowling saying Kaizen. That's a word that tosses around the office a lot.
Yeah, we've been there before, huh? All right, yes, everything looks good.
Van just said sup, which means we can officially start.
The stream.
Welcome,
Good to see you, Van. Okay, let's run the clip. Here we go.
Oh, no. Hey, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to the live stream. We are figuring a lot of stuff out. If you missed our social post, we have a skeleton crew here in the office known as Steven and myself. So we are both on the stream and running it. We have people remoting into computers from home.
That's classic skeleton
in order
crew
to make this possible and make cards pop up and whatnot.
Is the audio working?
I believe if you're watching this, let us know how it looks and sounds, and make sure we don't get 2 hours into this and then realize that you can't actually hear us.
All right, so that was the start. The start of it all. My goodness, what do you think watching that? It's kind of it hits, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it hits kind of hard, doesn't it?
There's a lot in that clip, and I haven't watched most of these. I don't know
Yeah.
if you've seen them.
I've only
so
seen
this
a few
is
of them.
fun. We're obviously in the old space, which
Yeah.
is it takes me back. Things look a little different. Quality is a little different. And even then, you can feel like you run around. I remember we were...
Your hair was a little shorter, too.
It was a little shorter. Yeah, it was not great. I remember it was 4 or 5 months in when we realized you doing that thing where I said, we're here with the Skeleton Crew. Bryce and Jonathan were at home, and you're like running around. And then at some point, it's a wireless mouse that you're hitting the button on. And I was like, couldn't you just do that from your seat? And you're like, well, then I couldn't see the screen. I was like, couldn't we just turn the screen to us?
Yeah.
Because there's no one else in the office. Like, usually someone was, when we were streaming before that, behind the screen, monitoring what was going on.
You just turned it around, and I was like, look at the CEO brain over here.
So then we made it where Steven didn't have to run around.
And then I just had the mouse, which I still have. This is the official mouse, original mouse.
And so we're auctioning this mouse off today.
You know what? We aren't doing that, but we actually do have something to sell you.
Wouldn't I? What? This is uncharacteristic.
We really just wanted to do this to have a fitting end to this moment in content. And the Skeleton Crew concept is one that continues to come up. I think it's near and dear to our hearts that that Skeleton Crew vibe says so much about that time. And it really reminds us of those early days on the stream and being in that little studio by ourselves, which we are now again, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, as it snows.
Yeah, and just the uncertainty of that moment. So we have put something together. I'll share that with you in just a second.
And one thing I want to note on that is a lot of awesome commentary coming on the Discord we mentioned earlier. And I kept saying Skeleton Crew that whole time, but the reality that there was anyone actually out there watching, that's what we used to call out where people were from and all that kind of stuff, was for me at least. I don't know how you feel about it, but for me, it was really remarkable because I felt so weirdly fortunate during the pandemic. I know a lot of people, especially coming out of the pandemic, getting to talk to a lot of people. Those couple of years were very tough. Some, whether it's mental things or physical things or life, job, family stuff, and sickness and people dying. But I think because of these daily streams, for me, and getting to interact with all of you out there every day, it never really felt like I was super isolated or alone kind of a thing. So anyways, the real Skeleton Crew out there was everyone stuck at home and joining with us every day to build, I think, this incredible community that has translated into the daily live chats and then also to the Discord channel. It's really incredible.
100%. It's been amazing. And on that note, so we've done there's two things I want to share with you. One, we've made a t-shirt.
Oh, we got merch.
we got
merch.
We decided to merch. This idea came from Bryce, who has been Bryce 1.0, Bryce Prime, and really just wanted to do something to commemorate the past 3 years. Jonathan took that and ran with the design. So we've launched a shirt. It's on our website. It's a Skeleton Crew t-shirt. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut, actually, to what the remote situation actually looked like during the pandemic with Bryce and Jonathan and us on a Google call. And the way that this worked was Bryce would be, at the beginning, literally had no video. And so...
And I didn't know that.
I know, I didn't either for a long time.
My assumption was he was watching the stream live.
Yeah.
And then we would say a card name.
Right.
And Jonathan built that system. So we've been streaming Champions. And then the pandemic hit, we had to close the store, and it was like, oh, we're going to have to work remote, and we have no idea if we're going to make any money ever again, and how long can we pay people. It was terrifying, honestly.
Yeah.
But over that weekend, it was like John just popped out this system somehow.
Yeah.
Like a magician. And it was like, oh, here's a thing where we can use to pop these things live.
Yeah, from remote,
From remote. And then it started happening. But anyways, I just assumed Bryce could see. And it was several months in. Months. And those first months of streams were not the 2-3 hour streams that we've been doing lately. It was like, we'd be like, oh, it's 6-7 p.m. We're 6 hours deep. It's like, you want to try one more time on this thing?
Nothing else to do.
And like, anyway, so Bryce is just staring into the void, listening to our voices.
Yeah.
And
here's a card name, types it into the system. It pulls up. Here's a card name, types it into the system for 7 hours straight.
And if you watch our streams, you know we rarely refer to cards by their name.
Yeah, totally.
So Bryce has to and we're saying oh, this guy, this guy's gonna attack.
Supreme and
Yeah, and I'll move this guy and I'll go to that location. And he can't see because part of it is because he could watch the stream, but there's a delay.
Yeah.
So that the cards can pop in time. So if he's watching, it's actually almost more confusing for him than not watching. Unreal.
It's nuts, man. All right, so let's cut to the remote crew. So literally, this is what work looked like during the pandemic. Now, both of the guys, Bryce and Jonathan, are going to be on the call here. Both are like, hey, I should look presentable, and I was like, you know what? Most of the time, that is the correct answer.
People talk about the shirt in chat. Did we already show it?
Yeah, it's on the website right now.
Oh,
but
nice.
we're going to talk about it here in just a second. But we wanted to give you the authentic look at what pandemic streaming actually looked like.
We have a Bryce cam. We have a Bryce cam. I have succeeded in my life.
There's Bryce. There's Jonathan. Bryce is the content strategy guy, has been popping cards for 1,000 years. This is Bryce 1.0, doing the hard work behind the scenes. Zach and I are really the easiest side of this entire process. So cheers to you, Bryce. Thanks so much for all of this. I know that everybody out there appreciates all the work that you put into this and will continue to. And then Jonathan, little lead designer Jonathan, you've been cranking out stuff that people probably know about in one way or another for an extremely long time, all the way back to the Dragon Ball CCG video.
Yep, produced that,
and the Monster Apocalypse tutorial, all the way up to all the token sets,
all the tokens. All the tokens.
All the design. Yes, Jonathan is my brother. Yeah, if you couldn't tell. And Jonathan, I wanted to kick it to you. You designed the shirt. Maybe you can pull it up and we can chat about what's going on with your design here, because a lot of people don't get to hear that behind what's going on.
All right, I'm unmuted. Let's hope this works.
All right, hold on. I gotta change your input over to the other piece.
Over the output.
Yeah.
Hey, look at those guys. Which one is supposed to be me, John?
All right, yeah, talk now, Jonathan.
Okay, hey, it's me, Jonathan. Hello. Hopefully everyone can hear me. I'll let the chat catch up, I guess, like the professionals do. So, hey, here's the shirt that I made. Like Steven was saying, Bryce came to me and said, hey, I want to do a shirt to kind of commemorate everything that's been going on. And so I started thinking about, and I know Bryce asked a lot of people in the Discord about some of their favorite memories, and Steven and Zach as well. Some that'll be showing up today. So I'm just going to run you through real quick the kind of designs, and hopefully you guys can follow along. And we'll start at the top. So the first thing you're going to notice there is the Arkham Horror Zeros for our friend Tony Zeros,
of course,
who more than once. You've got your old Fab resource there, because just, man, no one knew about Fab back then. I actually tried for a second to try to get what would be visible as hands in rubber gloves whenever you and Zach tried to open up a box with your rubber gloves on. I don't remember that. That was really fun. But I couldn't do it, so I just have the Fab logo. Below that, you've got your Sky Tier. Sky Tier, sorry. Not just a minion, not just any minion, but the minion that Steven painted over all of those streams and learned how to paint on.
Greatest ever.
So it's got double meaning.
That was a big step for you, though.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I think 2 or 3 streams you worked on that. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, they still look great too.
Yeah, who could forget the Crokinole raid? And going on around, you've got a little sneaking down there. You've got your little Death Star as a nod to our friends in the Empire, and Zach Bunn particularly. Then down below, you've got Rhino from the, I believe, 6 or 8 attempts at Heroic Rhino.
And by
then
attempts, we mean streams.
Yeah.
Not we play more than once per stream.
Yeah. No, it was a significant chunk of your life, and a fitting, let's say, rewarding victory, I would say, at the end of all of that. I think that was a really, really fun time. Because Bryce and I are watching these streams just like everybody else. They're just much a part of our pandemic experience, and so it was actually really fun going through here and remembering this stuff. We got a high five that didn't quite happen from the very early days whenever no one knew what was going on and can we touch each other and any of that stuff. And then last but not least, you have a little nod to the Lord of the Rings TCG card, Strength in Numbers, originator of the match.
Who could forget?
Did you point out the champagne bottle?
I did. I think I just breezed over real quick with a champagne bottle, where from when Ashes came back, and champagne was popped a little bit before it was realized. So hopefully out there catches all those references as well. I thought it was kind of fun just to kind of pack in as much as I could. And then not only that, but I got a little skeleton, one skeleton queuing, another skeleton that's got his little Namaste hands on there. And going back through all the streams, I noticed that's a very usual position for Zach to be in. So
Yeah,
I did it a minute ago, but I'm realizing I was just sitting here like this.
Namaste.
Well, thank you guys just so much for all the work over the pandemic. If anyone in the chat, let's shout out like Bryce and Jonathan for all the efforts over the past 3 years and the ones that will continue into the future. So thanks guys so much. Appreciate all the remote work. All right. So yeah, we got a shirt. You can you can pre-order it. It's on our website. You should be able to find it pretty much anywhere you can find shirts.
So someone came through asking earlier if we were going to offer bigger sizes per chance. I don't know what the setup is on what size we're offering, but I assume
it should be all the way up through 3X. That's about as high. I think that's as high as the brand goes. Let me make sure I can actually add that to my.
A lot of love coming in chat right now for the stream team.
Yeah, I've got small through XXX.
Okay, cool. That's probably the biggest we'll go.
You have to select it from the size thing. Yeah.
I assume that's what was.
Yeah, look, beautiful view cart pop up there. Just something we have never paid attention to because we don't do variable products.
Yeah.
There it is, though. You can get to the cart.
This website is going to die soon.
It is going to die.
With any luck.
Okay. What's next? I feel like the first thing I want to do, moving to the next phase of this, is maybe just set up some Nightmare Before Christmas, get into the spirit of what this is all about.
So I can get it set up and give you a rundown of how it functions again.
Yeah.
Because, we'll just learn it again. Let me get these tokens out.
We'll get Nightmare Before Christmas set up, get some good nostalgia feelings going on, and then we've got about 30 to 40 more clips to play. So we'll start running through those as well. But let's not forget
top down me.
Why we're here, which is to play this lovely, lovely card game. Those shirts, thank you for asking, Steven. So those shirts are pre-ordered. So you can pre-order those shirts. Once we get all the pre-orders, those are going to close early January. I think it's the January 13th. It's on the product itself. And then we'll order them and get them all printed, and then we'll ship them out. So it's probably February or March when they'll arrive. And you can, if you want to write in the contact form, if you have like holiday token pre-orders and you'd rather it all ship whenever, I think the shirt is going to be the last thing that is ready. I believe you should be able to get those orders combined. Ops can help you out with that for sure. So if that's something that you're interested in, we can hook you up on that. Thank you guys so much for all the support. I'm glad. This is Jasper Paulette. What's up, Jasper? Jasper is one of my great friends from Belgium who I actually couch surfed with for the first time when I was making my way through and actually met my future wife. Jasper Paulette, check many of your streams during the last 2 years, sometimes after the fact, but definitely proud of you boys. Kiss and beers from Belgium and happy holidays.
Thank you, Jasper.
Love it. Check out the Gentle Tours, Gentle Tours. He's doing tour guides stuff now, and it's modeled after really a lot of the places that he took Shannon and Brian and I when we first went to Belgium.
Nice.
And it's just awesome.
What
Jasper's
a story.
The greatest. Yeah.
Cuddly Crispy, are there not Arkham holiday tokens this year?
So we're still working on the Scarlet Keys products, so we couldn't get the holiday stuff in the queue for Arkham, but Scarlet Keys is on the horizon, the board and the Doom tokens. We wanted to get that out as soon as we could.
Zinnick would like to know our top 5 throwbacks. Love those videos. So top 5 is going to be tough to narrow it down, but throwbacks that jump immediately to my mind when we talk about throwbacks. Of course,
These feel great.
Star Wars
These katanas?
These are
These new katanas?
we've
Not used
played them
them
a couple times, but yeah. Obviously, Star Wars TCG and Lord of the Rings TCG got a lot of attention. Those are great throwbacks. But things I really think about are like 7th Sea was one really high on my mind.
BattleTech TCG. It's a big one.
Was very good. I had a really good time with the Mythos TCG, but that is a very strange game.
It's so strange, but I had a great time with it too.
And probably the biggest, lowest expectations, highest return on enjoyment was Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider was the best.
I came in expecting absolutely zero, and then it was fantastic.
Yeah.
We had a good time.
Tomb Raider was the best. I think after we get this set up, maybe we'll go through the whole throwback thing and look at every throwback that we've done.
Okay.
And that could bring back some interesting memories.
Yeah, we played a lot of them.
Because even like the Mega Man one that I barely remember, there was all there was a Dragon Ball game in there. There was all sorts of bizarre. There's been all sorts of bizarre things.
Yeah, Middle Earth CCG is high on my list, of course.
Rage. Remember Rage?
It makes me angry still.
I guess the brand works.
Yeah, that game was crazy.
Okay, Bryce or Jonathan, can you pop down the T-shirt overlay, and we'll get a clean board here. All right, Zach, take me through the Nightmare Before Christmas, if you would.
Yeah. So there are 12 days until Christmas, and our friends from Halloween Town have just found out about Christmas. So our goal is to create the scariest Christmas possible.
Okay.
They do not understand the spirit of Christmas. We each have a starting location. So you should have locations and clear sleeve. Oh, here they are. So you have a starting location. And then you're going to have a location deck. These are going to be randomized. Go ahead and shuffle those real quick. Okay. My starting location is Oogie's Lair. We'll pull that up just so you can see it. Point of the game is to score the most points. All right?
Okay.
The 12 days of Christmas represent how many turns are in the game. So after the 12 days of Christmas, once we arrive at Christmas Day, we'll total up points and see who wins.
Okay.
I'll show you an example of what points look like by pulling up Oogie Boogie, the meanest guy around. All right, he's a character in my deck. Top left are his scare points there, 4. So that is both the cost to put him into play, and we'll use these orange tokens. You need this many pumpkin points to put him into play. So you need 4 to be able to play him.
Yep.
At the end of the game, we're going to total up all of our scare, and whoever has the highest total wins the game. Easy
Cool.
peasy.
Easy.
Yeah.
So we just gotta pay for points.
That's right. You pay for points, you get them on the table, you keep them on the table, you're good. Now, on your locations, like we'll pull one up. Basically, every turn we'll get one more location. So this location is the treehouse. When I get this location, I either put it on the left or the right of my locations. And you'll notice on the treehouse,
back to me.
it says function, draw 3 cards and add a pumpkin point. So you can only use that function if you have a number of scare points equal to the value in the top left at that location. So if I had Dr. Finkelstein, the mad scientist here, I have 2, not 3, so I can't quite use that yet.
Got it.
On your turn, you're going to get to use 1 function, and then you get to play cards, do whatever you want. A couple other things. If you look at your starting location, so go back to Oogie's Lair, it's got 0 on the top left, which means I can use it from the start of the game. It's also got 3 functions, and you get 1 function per turn. So draw 2 cards, add 3 pumpkin points, or move a card. So you can use your function to move a character from one location to another.
Yeah.
There's also something called the Pumpkin King. We should have a card pop for that. That's Jack. Jack Skellington is the Pumpkin King. But the Pumpkin King role in the game will go back and forth between the 2 of us. So when you're the Pumpkin King, you choose one of these 3 options, and both players get to do this thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the draw is free if you have the least cards.
Yeah, so like it says, discard 1 card, 2. You can either choose draw a card, and it's free for whoever has the least cards. Add a pumpkin, again, free for the player with the most creations. Or you can move a card, free for the player with the most characters.
So that means you don't have to discard to do it if you have the least amount of those things?
If those things
that's
happen.
right.
Yeah. So if you're the Pumpkin King, naturally you will choose something that benefits you and costs your opponent.
That's the idea. Yeah.
So a few things, a few kinds of cards. We already saw like Dr. Finkelstein, the mad scientist. That's a character. So when it references most characters, that's what that is. Another card type is a creation. So we'll pull up the Delightful Hat. Screen. Creation. That's what it looks like.
Costs you 4 to play.
Yeah. And then there's also surprises. So there's a card called I'm Not the Dumb One. We'll pull that up for reference. It's red. One thing about surprises is when you play a surprise, you're going to put it in its own discard pile. And at the end of a turn, any surprises that you played, you will draw that many cards.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, so you play 4 surprises. At the end of the turn, you're going to draw 4 cards.
Cool, so they're free.
Themselves.
They don't cost a card.
That's right.
At least after the fact. Okay.
Yep.
Card advantage.
And then let me look real quick.
In your tiny little... How many tiny rule books have we held over the past...
Is Zach a giant?
Hold on, let's just look at this just so they appreciate it.
My face for scale.
Oh, anybody like old card games? Get used to
And
this.
on the back of the thing, it's got the round thing. So the start
Maybe
phase,
that's mine.
we'll remove a day counter, we'll place in new locations, and then the Pumpkin King activity will happen. The second phase is player turn, perform a function, play cards. So whoever has the Pumpkin King will do all their stuff first, and the other person will do it. At the end phase, you'll lose all your pumpkin points, reimburse your surprise cards, remove any hexes, discard down to 7 cards, and we'll start with 7. You cycle an empty main deck, so you shuffle your discard pile in or whatever, and then move the Pumpkin King back and forth till the game's over.
Love it. Cheers, 7 Novels. Thank you so much for that comment. I appreciate that. Obsidian, of course, loving tiny rulebooks as usual. All right, then keep your secrets layers. No, this is not the end of online streams now. You can go to the start of the stream to kind of get the full rundown, but we're just, during the pandemic, we set out to like stream daily, and we're not going to do the daily streaming anymore, but we'll still be streaming regularly and producing videos and content.
I'm going to produce a lot more videos than previously.
That's right. All right, here, let's do another clip. You want to open, what's the opening hand? How many do we get? 7, 6, 5?
7.
Do we get 7?
Mm-hmm.
Really? So like the max hand size is not messing around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we get a random.
Not yet. Not on the first turn.
On the flip. Okay, 7 cards. And then who starts with the Pumpkin King?
We can let's work through our first turn, then we'll go to clips.
Okay, sure.
Even on. Steven is even. Even Steven. You want to go first or second?
I'll go first.
All right, you're the Pumpkin King. So walking down the rule book.
Yeah.
Remove a day counter. So take a day. Place new locations. We skipped that on the first turn.
Okay.
Then Pumpkin King activity.
All right,
so you
as
can
the
choose one of
Pumpkin
these.
King, I can't move a card for free, so nobody cares about that. We can get a pumpkin point, or we can get a card. Let's, do we start with any pumpkin points?
You start with 0 pumpkin points.
Okay, let's get one. I'm a fair Pumpkin King.
Now to do that, we're going to have to discard a card.
I'm doing it. I'll discard a card. Boy. Okay. You don't, you just never really know what you're supposed to discard and what you're not. Discard. Oh, come on.
I'll discard here.
Okay.
Get a pumpkin point.
I'll,
You want to go top down?
yeah. I'll discard Wolfman, get a pumpkin point. Just cards, right? Can't be
cards.
attached to cards. All right, and then I get to use a locale. So I'm going to perform a function. Let's add...
Down the bar, thanks y'all for everything. Have really enjoyed the streaming and fallen for too many games since you fellas started. Well, appreciate you being here, John.
Correspondence played, add 1 for every other character. Corpse. Okay. So if I add 2 dudes, and I've got 1.
Now, it's important to note, too,
Okay.
your starting location, if you play characters there, you're going to have to move them later, and moving costs your function, unless you have cards that move them. So the characters you play here are kind of interesting.
It sure is. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to gain 2 pumpkins.
Thank you, Bane. Thanks for being here. Oh, wait, hold on.
What did we miss?
Your hand size is actually on your starting, your layer. So I only start with 5.
Ooh, yeah, look at me go.
I'm just going to start over.
I'm going to gain 2 pumpkin points using Finkelstein Hall here. Add 2. And then...
Monk says, sad this isn't an April Fool's joke.
2... What's your after you play a surprise? After you play a surprise. Okay, I can see how this is supposed to work. All right, I'm just going to pay 2 for a Corpse Kid. Unfortunately. And then, you know what? No. I'm going to pay 3 and just play Roadkill. Just a 3 cost creation. It just goes to the board, right?
Yeah.
Just buy some points.
Okay. Actually, I'm not going to do that. So that was your turn?
That's it.
All right, my turn.
Empty pumpkin points, reimburse surprise cards, remove hex counters. And then do we... 1 turn per player. Okay,
Yeah.
I get it.
I will trigger my function to draw 2 cards.
Okay.
And then that's it.
All right, and then you become the Pumpkin King,
Yep.
and that's it.
And then we view some clips. And
All
then
right,
we
let's
get
look at
into
some
turn
clips.
2.
All right, let's see. Where do we want to go next? From the old 3-year journey here.
I'm just along for the ride. Mike saying, are you planning on any more sorcery videos?
Oh, yeah.
The amount of sorcery content coming this next year is probably going to blow your mind.
It's not going to be healthy. Okay, let me get out of this.
Van saying, enjoyed the last 3 years. In the future, when you stream, I'll definitely tune in and say so. Kai Jacobson, this shirt is an absolute must. Well, thank you. Thank you to everyone that's ordering it, too. I'm excited to have one myself.
Yeah.
And
get mine in.
when I run into someone with that shirt on, it's going to... there's going to be a disconnection, I know. It's like, I'll look across the room.
Their eyes will meet.
Yes.
All right, here we go. This is the quarantine high five. All right, let's see this one. Kind of rolling the dice a little bit on this.
Well, I have the thing that if I fail, I can still get it.
Oh, right on. Yeah, and which probably worth it.
I don't want to use it on a 1 clue, but I would. I feel like we're short.
The Arkham conversations
Yeah, I don't
we
either
had
want.
were
I don't want
insane.
that. Yeah, here we go. Hope for a star. 0.
Ha ha!
Oh,
Can't do it.
Can't do it. Gain my clue.
That's good stuff, man. So what's funny is Bryce put all these together, and a lot of the Discord crew put these together. So we haven't seen these. We're gonna see these like live, basically. So that
Man, that was a time. I mean, we were isolated. So the only people I was seeing were you at the office,
yeah, what
My
a
wife?
dream that was, huh?
and then my brother Tim and his wife Hannah, who were also stuck at home. But it was like that stuff. It's like you don't get too close to people. You like don't touch. We didn't know how it spread. It was just a crazy time.
Yeah, we had no idea what we were supposed to be doing at that point. But, you know, oh, look at this next clip. So this next clip is from Arkham. I don't exactly, I think this is a Tony Zeros clip here. Let's check this one out. A lot of Arkham early. Did we start with
A whole week of Arkham.
a whole week of Arkham? Yeah. All right, here's Tony Zeros. Let's see what this one's like.
Well, I'm at a 3 book, down by
Watching your hair
1,
grow.
with nothing to contribute.
Um,
Don't get greedy.
let's bump it by 2.
So I'm at a
Oh,
5.
I can't do that. I can bump it by 1. Let's bump it by 1.
4 to 4. We need Tony Zeros to deliver here.
I mean, give yourself a shot, right? Why not? Why not?
All right, here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Tony Zeros. 0 for the win.
I'm done. I mean, I don't know how this works.
How many zeros are in here?
I think there's 3 in the standard or 2 in the
So
standard.
it's 1 and 5 or less?
That's
There's
unbelievable.
15 or 16 tokens in here?
How is that possible? This is unbelievable.
Just shrug. I don't know. Feels good though. Well, I'm at.
Yeah,
Feels good though. Yeah, winning.
That's my
Winning
classic
feels
experience
good.
playing games with Zach right there. Goodness gracious.
Sometimes you just need to go your way, dog.
That's so good. You crushed it in those early Arkham streams. It was devastating.
Beginner's luck, man. It eventually got hard. It eventually got really
It
hard.
was all zeros all the time for you on that deck.
Was that was Forgotten Age, right? We eventually did turn into Yithians,
That was Tony, wasn't it?
and then we refused.
Yeah, totally. We were like, I think the Yithian clip is in here somewhere.
Yeah, my the luck eventually ran out.
Yeah, that's true. We started getting wrecked at Arkham, actually, after that. Okay, let's do one more. Ooh, look at this. This is called Steven's 3 Rules for Painting Success. That's exciting. I didn't even know I had 3 rules.
Print it.
Leprick says, just got my Sky Terror and want to paint mine, but I'm not a good painter. I'll check the links later. Listen, this is literally the first time I've really ever painted in any meaningful way. I kind of faked it a couple of years ago on a model or 2, but just watch this video. I have not, I mean, it's easy. It's easy. There's a couple of my Steven's 3 rules to success. Get Zach to prime the models, water your paints down, and keep the brush moving.
Get Zach to prime your models. Water your paints down.
so
keep the brush moving.
this is
Those are
related-
actually good tips.
This is related to why we can no longer stream 4 days a week, which is I'm going to be spending my time priming models for people. That's the new model here at Covenant.
So
for
good.
success.
All right, take a turn, man. What do you got?
All right, I'm the
Pumpkin
Pumpkin King.
Jack.
How many cards are in your hand?
I've got 5 cards.
No.
I start with a big hand, so.
Creation. Most creations don't like that one. Well, this is all bad. Do I have to pick?
Dude, pumpkin points are free for me now that I've got a creation out. You better watch out. I'm gonna start
I
jamming money.
I gotta get a creation down.
Oh wait, do you get a dude? A location?
Oh
now?
yeah, we both do. We both do. Yeah, so I got the pumpkin patch. Love that art. You know, top down for me.
Yes. Yeah. I guess. Okay. How about this? I got the back alley.
Okay.
I can draw 2 cards and move 3 cards if I get there, and I've got to have 2 points there to use it, right?
Look at this pumpkin patch. So it's the cemetery.
That's like the classic though.
It's the cemetery. So you can put a character here under it, face down, so you lose it, but you gain 6 pumpkin points. So you can put like a 1 cost under and gain 6. But you have to have 6 there to do it. So
that's excellent. So you gotta have So you gotta. That's what I remember. You did this last time. You just stacked that puppy up, and then you just started jamming out.
Oh yeah. Hold on.
Creations. Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna choose the.
What's up, Sean Ripley? Hey, thanks so much for the commentary. Appreciate that.
I'm gonna choose the draw a card option.
So I can discard. Wait, how many? You have less than me. So do you get it for free?
No.
I've got 5.
Oh, I can't do that then. I can't give you a free card. I have to though.
You have 6 cards?
I drew last turn.
Oh.
Because I'm digging.
Come on, give me a free card, man.
I still think I should. So we will. I will. I'll discard. You can just draw a card for free.
Thanks, dude. Wow.
All right, let's do this. I'm going to use my function, get 3 pumpkin points. I'm going to spend 2 pumpkin points on 3 of a kind. Search 6 for lock, shock, and barrel. So I look at the top 6, and any lock, shocks, and barrel here go in my hand. We got a shock and a barrel.
I call that a hit. Built to hit, huh?
Well, you know. Some of us just built different.
Some of us are just built different. It's that Tony Zero's energy. It's hilarious.
I remember surprises go in their own stack.
Yeah, you get your
So
redraw.
put it there. All right, so now
Surprises are the jam.
they are the jam. Yeah.
Yeah, what's next? It's hard to make money. You've got a 3 money maker though, and I feel like that's really good.
I started with 2 less cards though, you know. Let's start stacking them. Let's play Barrel at the pumpkin patch. And let's go ahead and play Making Christmas. Surprise. Creations cost -1 this turn. And characters cost +1.
Is that me too?
Everyone, yeah.
Okay. Over to me?
That's where I say when you search, you discard the other cards. I didn't do that, but it's okay. It won't matter. You shuffle your discard pile.
It's going to be just fine. So,
Mr. Cracky, thank you very much. Saying, watched so many streams over the past 2 years, really enjoyed it. Sad to see us go, but wishes the best, and we're awesome. Well, hey, thank you for that.
Great.
We aren't going away completely.
Okay, so you're saying my characters cost +1.
Yep.
And I have no pumpkin points, so I can take a function.
I hope you can't play any characters. That's the goal.
I can, but it's not the characters I want to be playing. I'm going to draw 3.
Dreadnought says, hope the new era brings its own gifts. Thanks for marvelous content. I honestly think for most people, it's going to be way better, including us. But I think the content we do create and then the content that gets created from it will be enjoyed by more people more regularly.
Okay, and then I can play creations. I can take anything else. Oh, come on, man. Steiner Sally. Okay. Palestine. You're the worst. Pass.
All right, end of the turn. I draw 2 cards because there's 2
I
surprises.
discard down to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Get rid of a Finkel. And
Jason Collins going to miss the Throwback Thursday as my wallet, however, will be happy for this.
Finkel, and it's a phase.
All right, saying I'll miss the stream. Well, the stream's still going to happen. Just less.
Okay.
Less streaming, more dreaming.
Less stream. It's a good motto.
Put it on the shirt.
I become the Pumpkin King?
You are the new Pumpkin King. I crown thee. Oh, wait, new turn. Are we doing clips? We can get head down and saying how.
Sure, let's do one
We have
clip.
enough clips to do a couple clips between on each
We can
day
at least do
Christmas?
like 1 or 2.
You said we had like 50.
We have a lot of clips.
There's only 12 days of Christmas.
Okay, this one's just titled I'm from the Northern Isles, which sounds like something I would have said. You're also at least partly from the Northern Isles. All right, let's see what this one is. This is from Claw Expert Heroic. When was this? 2 years ago. Okay. We'll know the calendar by Zach's hair. All right, here we go.
In the post-isolation phase of life. And the response to that has also been incredible.
Yeah,
so if
you
you're
guys
one of
are
those
amazing.
people,
Thank
beyond
It
amazing,
means a lot to us.
genuinely appreciated.
There's emotional pieces to this. That's all I can say because I'm from the Northern Isles, where emotions are thought about and then put deep down into your stomach.
And never felt
And
again
never felt it.
in the post.
I
Man.
can't believe I actually say that kind of stuff.
It's mildly terrifying the amount of time we've been on camera
just
and
to
the things that have been said, you know?
just to let like random I had that is pure stream of consciousness.
Yeah.
I have no memory
There's no
of that.
wall between the stream going on in the brain and what's coming out of your mouth.
Once you're on hour 5, it pretty much is just like
Yeah, honestly, the vast majority of it, I don't remember. There's too many memories in the same vein in that tiny little room in the previous location. And the fact that we've been here, we've been so in my brain we were in that location streaming so long,
yeah.
but it's only like 6 months the past 3 years.
Yeah.
We've been doing this one for like almost 2.5 years in this room, which is
That is
in my mind.
yeah,
That's
it's-
not how it's weighted.
No, it's
at
too
all.
weird. It felt like at least a year and a half at the old place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild. Also, if anybody does have clips, if you wanna grab the clips and the time code and put it in, there's a thread in the general chat channel of our Discord. We'll continue to collect clips as we go, and then we can add them to the end of our list if
Okay,
anyone
cool.
has anything to add.
That'll be kind of the end of this. We'll just keep going through clips.
Yeah,
until
we'll just
we're
go
done.
through clips if anyone wants to share stuff.
All right, Pumpkin King.
Okay.
Jason asking a favorite throwbacks. Someone asked that earlier. Probably the game that I hadn't played before that is now my favorite of the ones is the Middle Earth CCG. The more I think about it, but there's a lot of great ones. We might go through all the throwbacks at the end and just kind of reminisce over the games that we played.
Remove a day counter?
Yeah.
Okay, I have the most creations. I'll gain a free pumpkin point.
Guppy, excited to see the future of Ashes grow with the release of Red Rains, the solo co-op mode for Ashes, which is awesome. Lots of interest in the solo community. My wallet wants a word with both of you after getting me into Ashes and Skytear. Well, happy to have you here, Guppy. Those are 2 great games, so I don't feel bad about it. Frank, we have not played the clip involving champagne.
No, not yet. Yeah, that'll come.
What'd you choose?
I chose you can discard a card to gain a pumpkin point. However, it's free for me because of my creations. Of
Oh,
course.
that's no fun. New location?
Oh yeah.
A back alley.
Oof. This is good. This is really good. Okay, now I need to actually read my cards.
Brett says, is Zach opening a first edition tunic and playing without sleeves in there? I don't know. That would have been like July, August of 2020. If anyone wants to go find that, I remember opening that tunic. I was so happy.
We're
At
so
the time, it was a
happy.
couple $100 card, and I was very happy about it. I had no idea.
Okay, I'm gonna do the old gambit here. I'm gonna take a function to add 2 here.
Carl asking, once 3.0 is a resigning success, have you given any thought to additional locations? Yes. Very much so.
We have. Okay, I'm gonna gain 2 by using the function on Finkelstein Hall.
Okay.
I'm gonna pay 2. We'll put Finkelstein in the laboratory.
Dr. Finkelstein.
When he's at the laboratory, draw a card each time you play a creation. It won't matter though, because Zach,
Thanks, True Teller.
I'm going to play Organ Donor as a surprise.
Uh-oh.
Each player starting with the Pumpkin King may choose to discard Finkelstein to play a creation from hand for free.
Ooh.
You can also optionally discard 3 characters instead of Finkelstein if you'd like to do that.
I'm okay.
And I'm going to play Sandy Claus Outfit for 6.
He's winning so hard. Samuel is saying, are the uploaded video is going to be different content from the weekly streams, or the video is going to be pieces of the weekly streams broken up? So current idea is we'll stream loosely once a week, and that stream will be a hodgepodge of whatever we want to do and hang out and make, and then that will get clipped up. So a good example of this right now, we've done a ton of Fabulous Tuesday streams.
Yep.
We were streaming every Tuesday. A lot of times in a Fab Tuesday stream, we play 3 to 6 games of Fab. For the average person, a 5-hour...
Not all of you, of course.
Yeah, for most people, a 5-hour Fab stream where you play 10 games, amidst a bunch of tangents and different discussions and philosophy corners and who knows, weather reports, isn't super approachable or useful. Now that people are kind of going, even the people that watch a lot of our streams early, it's just
back
hard
to
to
work.
engage with that because you're busy and work and social schedule's busier. So if we can clip out those games and do highly produced like content like we used to, we can kind of get the best of both worlds where we have the long form streams for people that just want to hang out and have us on in the background. But then we actually get to make the 5, 10, 15, 30, 60-minute content that YouTube specifically prefers, but then also potentially porting that content into Twitter videos and Instagram clips and that kind of stuff. So
I was thinking even like most of the clips we're showing here could just be our YouTube shorts, right? And then it's like, come hang out. Okay, so I did the thing that I'm happy with, and then now you get to perform a function and play cards yourself.
okay. Well, I'm gonna.
Frank, yeah. Who did I call the mouth from the south? Was that Brendan? I feel like I referred to Brendan as a lot of
I don't
things.
know. Well,
I used to say it in the salt game.
I'm gonna generate 2
Z to
pumpkin
B,
points,
thank you.
and then we're gonna play lock.
Stock. You got a lot of text over there.
We're gonna play shock. So whenever shock little hag leaves the same location as these two, she can move. They can move for free. With lock, if it's at the tree house, I can discard a copy of lock from my hand to search 3 for more shock and barrels. And then this, during my turn, if barrels at the same location as lock and shock, I can discard a copy of barrel from my hand to draw a card.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, those guys are going to get wrecked at the pumpkin patch, is how that's going to work.
They are pumpkin patching.
Thomas wondering if we're planning any Earthborn Rangers when it's released. Absolutely. I can't wait for that thing. I kickstarted it personally myself.
I'm gonna use this ability. I'm gonna discard a barrel,
Cool.
draw a card.
Take care, Kai. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in.
I'm gonna pay 1 for Igor, Faithful Lackey. During my turn, I can discard Igor from play and move 2 cards.
Yeah.
So that's my turn.
All right.
Just trying to get to 6
Yeah,
and start
well done.
chucking those 1-costers under
End
there.
of the turn when I get to replace a surprise. Okay.
So Pumpkin King passes.
Yes.
Another day goes away.
Another day goodbye.
Do I carry on or are we clipping?
Carry on. Let's do one more.
I will choose. How many cards in hand?
I have 5 cards in hand.
I have 4 cards, so I'll choose draw a card.
Yeah. I think I do want to discard.
Kyle, this is the Nightmare Before Christmas TCG. And it's one of our favorites.
I'll yeah, I'm gonna discard.
Juan says, ironically, I've been watching since COVID. This is my first time live. Well, welcome. Glad you made it. Bart,
Yes.
you guys need some rest. You look pretty tired. I feel totally the same, so I wish you Merry Christmas. Charge your batteries, and thank you for all this stuff. Yeah, well, yesterday was the marathon stream.
It was.
My new location is Castle Finkelstein.
Hey, that's
Did you
me.
get a location?
Oh no, I haven't yet. Town Square. Ooh, it's the ad 4.
Thanks, Andy.
Where to put this? Where to put this? Where to put this? Where to put this? I feel like this is my side of the map here. Okay.
Okay.
You're the pumpkin. You already pumpkin kinged.
Mm-hmm.
Andy, thanks so much. I see those hands. Love it.
Let's use my function to draw 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then over to you.
Okay. And I just get one function here. Let's draw 3 on Finkelstein Hall.
Kilo Crane says yesterday's opening was amazing. What did we do yesterday? I know we did Lord of the Rings. What was the opening? I don't know.
I don't know. The finale stream, opening the packs, maybe? Are those Gilgalad hitting those, maybe?
JK Lines, I found a listing for the set of starters and pulled the trigger on it. This game looks like a fun holiday one to bust out.
It's really fun.
It's a good little game.
It's really fun. Okay, I've used
you-
my
Did you
draw.
spend a day?
I haven't done it. I just drew my function. Now we're getting back to me. I become the Pumpkin King. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold on, I gotta read this card or discard it. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Okay. All right, hold on a second. Okay, hold on just a second.
Oh, Andrew's saying yesterday's opening was 3 days of deck building. That was crazy. La La Lasagna. What is this? Nightmare Before Christmas, TCG. This is our final stream of the year. Final stream of the 4-day streams. That's been going on for almost 3 years now. And we're playing this game and interspersing it with some clips from the past 3 years.
Okay, I got
What
this.
up, Claire? Good to see you.
Search 5. Igor. Okay. You know what? Let's get it out of there. All right, I'm the Pumpkin King. I'm the captain now. I've got most creations. I'm going to gain a pumpkin point. You can discard a card to gain a point if you'd like.
Let's...
Oh, Claire. Good to see you, Claire.
I will discard a card and gain a pumpkin.
La La Lasagna. Cool. I'm glad to have you watching. Yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas. You said, what did you do? You discard a card, gain a point?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to function Finkelstein Hall.
Tom Chen, guys, I made it. Congrats on an amazing year. Looking forward to what the future holds on your TC 3.0 journey.
Thanks so much.
Thanks for being here, Tom.
Play Corpse Kid at the town square.
Lala Lasagna is saying, "Oh yeah, I've been here from the beginning of the stream, so just wondering about the game." What's amazing to me is I cannot recollect seeing the screen name Lala Lasagna. Have you just been watching the whole time? Have you changed your screen name, or am I just losing my brain?
Or am I just losing my mind? Okay, so Corpse Kid, after I play a surprise, I can discard a card from hand to add a pumpkin point. That's good. That's going to cost me 2. And then I'll play Corpse Mom.
I remember you had the Corpse family.
Add 1 for every other character with Corpse in the name. So get 1 back. And let's throw Igor here as well for 1. So now we're officially in the 4 town square. We can add 4 pumpkin points
As a function.
whenever we please.
Well, Lala Lasagna apparently changed username. That's why.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
John
cool.
saying, "Thanks for all the great content this year, guys. I will miss Throwback Thursdays in particular, but all I'm all for the whole slowing down and refocusing thing. Excited about everything in the works.
Look at my beautiful wife in the chat.
What is happening?
I can't believe this is what y'all are playing today. Catch the live stream every once in a while, but this is my first time saying hey. And then Zach, to you, I love you.
Well, I love you too, Shannon. Thanks for being here and for putting up with this guy all the time and his hijinks.
How you doing, Shannon?
He's just insane.
It's weird to hear your name called out on stream, isn't it? It's always so weird. Even when you were solo and you were like reacting to me on the chat, it's very strange.
I told Serena she should create a YouTube account called Not Zach's Wife.
Yeah.
And then just come in and you know, obviously compliment us on our dashing looks and good humor.
Of course.
And clearly not be my wife.
Of course.
Definitely not.
Yeah. Shannon just rolled right into it. Yeah. I didn't even...
Hope you're doing well, Shannon.
We just made it happen. Yeah. Okay, I did my thing and I did well.
I'll definitely say in my brain, no one I know watches the stream. You know what I mean? No one in like my family or whatever. Yeah. But that's not true. Occasionally, it'll be like my aunt-in-law will be like, "Oh yeah, I just like hopped on the stream the other day." It's like, "Oh,
she's end up keeping up with your flesh and blood pro tour journey."
Maybe, but I was like, "What have I even been talking?" I don't even know what I'm saying on these things. So it's a little terrifying.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Joe Klassen had discovered TC through their Gen Con MC streams. I've now fully purchased MC, Arkham, Ashes, Miller, CCG, and a Crokinole board. Also, most token sets and 27 player boards. Thank you, Joe. That is insane.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Joe.
That's fantastic.
We literally, all the gratitude being expressed towards us doing this for the past couple of years is awesome, but none of that's possible without a bunch of people like you out there buying stuff from us. So you're the true heroes here.
Yeah.
Shannon.
And just watching.
Different Shannon saying it's always weird for me too when you call it your wife. that makes sense. Multiple Shannons around. Shannon Pratt. Steven does what he wants.
You haven't taken a turn yet. Take your turn. Yeah. I put a bunch of guys here, and I can now get 4 money every time if I want to.
Yeah, well, I'm going to get 3 money.
So get wrecked.
Oogie's Lair. Function. Add 3. I have 4 money. And I'm going to play...
It's just a dog pile on the pumpkin patch here.
Yeah, I'm going to play Oogie Boogie, meanest guy around.
Whoa. Dude, you're set up to just start getting money in different areas.
These little guys are just going to turn into cash. We're going to bury them in the yard. Cash out over here. Insurance. I have insurance on all of them. Very, very nice life insurance policies. You know what I mean? Chris Gilbert says, I haven't heard about Crisis Protocol. For ages, do you guys still support that? We do. We have subscriptions. I still collect miniatures. This is a longer story. I'll give you the short version. I got Invisalign a couple years ago. Still
you can
have
whistle
it.
through your teeth or whatever. I remember that.
It got supposed to be 9 months. We're going on 24 here. It's almost done. We actually are almost done. But that makes painting difficult for reasons. So I stopped painting.
Because you can't eat the paint? Is that the idea?
Yeah, you can't. It's going to sound horrible and disgusting, but here we are. So a very common painting technique for miniatures is to lick the brush. And the saliva makes the hairs on the end of the brush, basically.
I don't want you to say saliva on the stream.
Well, it's too late. We're live, baby. But at first I was like, oh, that's gross. There are people doing it. I was like, no way. Then you paint more, and eventually it's like, oh, this is actually just so much easier and faster. But when you have the Invisalign trays, then you can't do that for obvious reasons, because it'll get trapped in your teeth will turn colors and stuff. So that slowed my painting way down. And I haven't really gone back to it since. So it's just not been interacting with it. But I have a couple of friends that are really active, really good. Jesse qualified. There's a big tournament in January in Vegas.
Really?
He's going to. Yeah, it's like the Vegas Open or something.
That's fantastic.
I was talking to him the other day about it. So
good for him. Cool. Hey, Matt, thanks so much for the comment. Thanks for the daily streams. Such an incredible example of a dream realized, and I'm glad it helped you guys and us get through these trying times.
Thanks, man.
Well, what is it, 16 years in now?
Almost. January 1st. Our company can drive.
It's been an interesting 3 of 16 these past 3 years.
It really, that's one
a lot of ups, a lot of downs, a lot of strikes, a lot of gutters. Into the round, empty the pumpkin points, reimburse. You got any surprise cards to reimburse? No hexes. Discard down to 7. Rotate the Pumpkin King. There you go, sir.
All right, we'll lose another day.
Lose another day. For some clips? Yeah, let's do some clips.
I feel like it's time for some clips. Andrew Harrison, by the way, saying, speaking of Invisalign, I started mine in April of 2020 and just got the attachments removed the other day. Well, that's a long journey. They're not supposed to take that long. You also seemingly got bamboozled.
This whole reacting to videos thing is it's causing me a tremendous amount of like cognitive dissonance. It's like the kind of thing that I absolutely hate, but am doing.
Well,
but don't hate necessarily for what it is, but for maybe how it's done in the past. You know, have you seen these reaction videos?
So
watch these
that's
things?
what I say. Like, we always talk about social media, even YouTube and content and the ads and the way people do everything. And like, the tool itself often is not the problem or the issue, right?
The tool is the tool?
Yeah, the tool is the tool, man. But how people are using the tool. What I was going to say is, if our entire content existence, and if you do this out there and this is your channel, I have no problems with you. I just don't enjoy this content. It's like they just literally film themselves reacting to movie trailers.
It's incredibly popular.
Yeah, so it's just like, watch me watch this thing for the first time, and like I'm very reactive to it.
Wait, which is, I mean, it's that parasocial thing, right? Mm-hmm. It's like talking to a friend about a movie. It's just a kind of a one-way feedback loop.
Yeah, but I feel like, anyways, people do that. This is a little different because we're looking back on ourselves.
Which is why it's weirder, though, also.
Yeah, it is.
It's like, look at me doing this now.
Yeah.
Look at that.
You just want to leave?
Look at that, I did.
Is this over? Did we just pop the bubble?
Okay, here we go. All I can think of is that Bo Burnham special every time I see this and do this. What is this called?
Well, here's the most important thing. Are the clips enjoyable for everyone out there?
Yeah, I guess that's worth asking.
It's crazy to me watching this back because I don't really go back and watch
it. Brings
this.
back some crazy memories.
Yeah.
What was this called? What am I doing? This was Green Goblin. I actually don't know what the clip is. So let's
find out.
All right, here we go.
I'll tell you, it was amazing. So one, I played 4-player for the first time and played a lot of it.
What'd you think? Did it scale well?
I thought it was amazing. I saw people there were some people talking about it being a little slow and stuff, but I think part of that was I was playing with people that I love being around. So like I
wonder what that must be like.
I know.
Every Monday I come into the stream and I'm like,
I wonder what it would be like if I actually liked the person I'm playing against. I'll tell you, it was amazing. So one, I played 4.
So that old Steven humor.
Nothing like a little friendly roasting.
I shared that article with you the other day that was, you're good friends with someone if you make fun of each other often.
Yes.
And
we're the best of friends.
Yeah,
then.
We have to be great friends. Because if you can actually make fun of someone in a way that is not actually offensive, because you both recognize the ludicrousness of the situation, then you're close enough to like understand, right? Like I think we also joke about ourselves as much as we joke about each other.
Yeah, true.
And that's because you know yourself very well, and the jokes you can make without actually cutting to the things that are real.
It's funny to really think about where that line is for us. I would know it. I would know it. Let's do one more.
All right.
Oh, this is a big one. So I know what this one is. The title is literally
the resounding
Heroic Ultron.
The resounding response to the clips is that people are enjoying them.
Okay, great. Well, then we'll keep doing them. All right, let's get. Oh man, look at this board. Woo! What a moment this was. Can we just really appreciate what a moment this was? Here we go. Look at the board. You remember this? Mm-hmm. Remember that board state?
This is Ultron. We had the van out.
We had to get the van.
Past the first stage.
You had to get the van, and then it was 6 health left. I was playing Black Panther. You're playing Iron Man. Out of the core set. Modoc's on me here. Look at the board you've got. Helicarrier, you're playing Justice. You got Avengers Mansion.
The entire Iron Man suit.
I've got a mansion. You remember those days?
Oh yeah.
Got all the gear out. All right, let's see.
Do 4 to Ultron.
Mm-hmm. Punch with Iron Man, dude.
Then I'm gonna first off
dunk on him.
I'm gonna supersonic punch for 8 into MODOK because screw MODOK. And then Iron Man's gonna punch for 1. And then Iron Man's gonna use his arc reactor to ready. And he's gonna punch for 1. And he's Iron Man. There it is. Yes.
I'm out of here.
We're gone. I thought about pouring a bucket of water on you when we won. Woo! That is something.
Man, how many times have we played
It
this?
feels so good.
I think we got this.
When
on
I saw
fourth
the
one.
math, I had like I think 31 damage in my hand,
Yeah, that's pretty good math.
and I was like,
Yes.
the energy started just flowing. My
Yes.
goodness, that was amazing.
Hmm.
Woo!
Wow.
Yeah, that was so those heroic streams were 2020.
Yeah.
We were
That was
it's like, well,
amazing.
let's just go. We have 6-7 hours every Monday. Let's just get it. And we kind of just kept ratcheting up the difficulty on those scenarios
Heroic
That's
1
nuts.
Ultron number 4. There was a 4th attempt.
and it was probably 3 or 4 times every session.
Let me see too.
How long was that?
That was a
stream?
5.5 hour video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
think
after it was clipped, right?
I think we tried like 5 times before this in the video.
in that video.
Yeah.
And it was like, this is the last video.
The last time we were trying it or whatever. And we went insane. Wow. Man, those were nuts.
Yeah.
Those were some of the best times of my gaming life.
Yeah.
Because they had the arc, like the hero's journey thing.
Yeah.
Like it went deep into the underworld.
And when we were off camera, it was like talking about how can we possibly achieve this thing,
Yeah.
right? What's crazy to me about this, 2 things that came to mind. One, back in this day, in the middle of these streams, we'd take a 10-15 minute break to like eat and use the bathroom and take a break.
Yeah. We had the
And-
break screen, didn't we?
And there was, so you noticed that I like unclipped a mic and you had to unclip it.
Uh-huh.
So we're still mic'd up like with a lapel mic or whatever it
Labs,
is.
yeah.
And then we'd have to take a break in the middle. And we wouldn't most of the time just like go to the bathroom in the middle of the stream.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, we're on, you cannot possibly leave this thing. And then the other thing that came to my mind, I lost.
Is gone.
It was gone.
Because you've been streaming every day
Yeah.
for so long.
Yeah. But I felt like the longer I talked, I might eventually work my way into it.
How many times that's happened on stream where I'm like, Zach, please say something. I am like, I cannot figure out my train of thought next. I
Yeah.
feel like we've gotten really good at that. We're like seeing the despair in the other person's eyes. And it's like, yeah,
I'm
and
gonna
then
pick
also,
up that. Yeah. Just going. I also believe I got more comfortable with quiet.
yes, yeah.
Just stop. Or being like, yeah, I totally forgot what I was going to
Those
say.
Lord of the Rings deck building streams, you just have to be comfortable with the quiet.
It is
because
all but quiet.
if you're trying to do anything else, nothing will get accomplished. All right, take a turn. Would you Pumpkin King?
I don't know if it's one of the moments, but there was also the time you left to go to the bathroom and didn't.
I didn't come back. That's right. What was I like sick or something?
You got really
Yeah.
sick. You just left, and then I got a text like 10 minutes later.
I'm not coming
I'm on camera by myself, and it's like, dude, I'm not gonna make it back. It's like, what do I do now? I've never been solo like this. This is terrifying. All right, one more location.
That's wild.
Um,
Okay, Sally's room.
I got the well.
Add 2, move 3 cards. They really think that moving matters in this game.
They can. How many cards in hand?
Oh, thanks. Cards in hand, 4.
Okay. I will choose. Draw a card. So I'll discard 1 and draw. You get 1 for free.
I get 1 for free? You're like the best.
All right. Let's function. I'll use the pumpkin patch. Put a character who is at this location face down under it. Add 6. Let's
Thank you, Lucy T. So good to see you. And thanks for being in the Discord as well. It's a pleasure.
lose a lock. Look at this.
You just gained 6.
We got the
Yeah,
cash.
yeah, you're about to dump. Did you take a day off? We did not. I'm certain of it.
All right. I better start moving then.
We just got halfway through. Like, just there. What's up, Terrence Milner? Hey, good to see you, Terrence. Joe Klassen is so funny. I went from thinking Zach was saying Miller CCG on streams to dunking the One Ring in a solo open world mode in Middle Earth CCG.
Yes. Miller.
Crushed.
Miller CCG. Let's go Jumbo Treat Bag.
What'd you call
Oh, wait,
it?
hold on. I can't do that. So let's play Lock and Oogie's Dice. It doesn't really do anything, but it scores me points. So we're on the board.
On the board. And now it's me.
Yep. Terrence, did you already read his comment?
Mm-hmm.
Andre says, OMG, I forgot about the disappearing 6, Steven. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Add 2, move 3. Draw 2, move 3. Okay. Well, what do we think here? I really need to get that laboratory up and running.
You're currently 1 point ahead of me, by the way.
I'm going to take 4 pumpkin points.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go Wolfman and Sally.
Ooh.
Here.
He's cruising now. 5 points ahead of me.
And then I'll pass.
This passes to you.
Thanks. We remove a day counter.
Yep.
We place new locales, but you don't have any. The Pumpkin King will determine a free pumpkin point for Steven.
You have a location.
Did we go to 6?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought we
it
went to
should be
5. Cool.
The treehouse. That's the one I've been looking for.
None of these matter to me. They're just all variations of things I don't want to do. All right, so we got the pumpkin point. You want to discard to gain 1? Did you?
How many cards you got?
3. But it's just I had the most creations, so I choose pumpkin point. What is that? How'd you get 1 there?
That was left over from
Oh,
last time.
come on! Look at this guy.
I won't discard anything.
Even a Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh,
No.
you like your cards, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. Be a shame if somebody discarded those.
It would be, wouldn't it?
Let's go to the gain money phase. I'm gonna gain 4 on the town square. Then I'm gonna play Bun Knee for 0. When I do Corpse Kid, I can discard a card to add a pumpkin point. I'm gonna discard a card, add a pumpkin point. And then Bunny says, search for Behemoth or Easter Bunny. So, no, 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 no. They get discarded, don't they?
Mm-hmm. How many cards in your hand?
1.
A lot of gas.
I'll, pay 6 for Jack Skellington.
Oh, no. He's got the big beefer. What's it do?
It says,
What's the subtitle?
dude, it's so good you're going to lose your
What's
mind.
this thing? Yeah, I know.
This is Jack Skellington, Demon of Light. When Jack Demon of Light is played, the player with the most characters in play draws until they have 7 cards in their hand. This is the power play of all time in the Nightmare Before Christmas TCG.
Yeah, so you draw 7.
You may as well just enshrine this game in Gaming Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay. Let me get it. Okay. Mine? You're so
Yeah.
far ahead.
Yours.
I need cards. I'm gonna choose.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna choose. Draw 2. That's not what you want. And then I'm gonna attach Shadow of the Moon onto your Jack. He's minus 1 point.
That's it? Any other surprises?
Nope.
Huh. You play it for free if it's Oogie Boogie in play. That's incredible.
QL Crane, definitely buying a box of this next week. It's great.
It is so fun. Just the perfect tempo for the holidays.
Pumpkin King passes.
Yeah.
Lose a day.
Mm-hmm.
I will choose the draw card option.
So I can discard and draw. I'll do that as well. Okay.
All right.
You're the Pumpkin King, dog.
My function will be to put a card under. I'm gonna play Lock. Have 5 left over. Lock the little level. We're gonna play Roadkill,
Nice.
and then we're gonna play Jumbo Treat Bag.
Hey, look
minus
at you
3
go.
at play.
Dude.
And over to you.
Watch yourself.
We've got some game.
Over to me. Let's play the lab. Search 5 for creation and 3 money. 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I'll search for a Sandy Claus outfit. Gain $3.
Jacob says that's the complete opposite of a rubber band catch-up mechanic. You draw him when you play 6. It's like, I get 6 points and a full can of cards. Thank you very much.
And then my turn, I'll play the Sandy Claus outfit -3 because Jack and Sally are at the same location.
Okay. Over to you, Pumpkin King.
That's right.
Only 2 days to Christmas.
2 days to Christmas.
Is it clip time?
That's clip time.
Before we get these last 2 days, what do we got next?
Let's see. This looks like a classic Zach right here. We're still in the old room.
Yeah. First 6 months was the thing, dude.
That was where like most of the notable, because we were. It's just like the memory bank around that early time. That's kind of what we're talking about with this being 3 years in. This was like kind of the most notable period whenever it was really middle of the pandemic. All right, let's take a look at this.
Would get aced, and you get to move this thing 4 times until it touches the tower.
Can I just point out, I love that nobody can see what's happening on the board the entire time this game was being played.
Did we do a stream like this?
Yes.
Why?
Because you could kind of see what was happening.
We had the top down though, right?
Not yet. We didn't have the rafters or anything, or the
No.
Yeah, no.
No.
I don't think so.
Wow.
We just had the one camera that was.
I think it has to stop the moment that it's adjacent. I think that works. Does that work? That's got to work. I like it.
I don't know if I can
I
do
think
that.
you can do that. I think you can do that.
Move directly towards rule.
Yeah, let's look.
What's that really mean anyway?
It's a sky check.
Yeah, Bill Clinton over here.
The
definition
definition
of
what
is.
your definition of is.
Would get 8.
This was this even pre-pandemic? Because I heard Bryce's voice.
It maybe was.
Like just we were streaming Learning Skytech.
Because we streamed. When did we stream Fab? That was before pandemic too, right? Tuesday.
The
So there was
first
that
thing.
time, yeah, where we were. This was very early streams. That's insane. Okay, somebody's saying, Taurus, you can only have 1 copy of each creation. Uh-oh.
That's good for.
So here, I'll just do this. I'll swap it with the 3 cost that I got.
Okay, great.
Which is a bummer, but still. Let's do one more.
Also, if you're just joining us, can we pop the shirt? Got
Pop-
the old skeleton crew shirt.
Pop the old
Just need to keep
shirt.
showing it.
Yeah.
Are we manually popping today?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Bryce is on the horn. If it doesn't pop, then I may have failed. Maybe I was supposed to leave that Google call up. No, there it is.
Boom.
We got it. Yeah, we got these shirts up for pre-order on our website if anybody wants one. They commemorate the past 3 years of the streaming we've been doing, the daily streams. We're moving to a less often stream schedule, moving into 2023. Have a lot of the inside material on that shirt baked into the design Jonathan did, which is really cool. So you can check that out on our website. We would love to see a bunch of people in the Skeleton Crew shirts. That'd be super cool. All right, let's do one more clip. Oh, I see it. I know what this one is.
Oh man.
Look at that. Look at that. We're in the new studio. Look at those packs.
Death Star
The new
2, that was
to
like
me
the
is
end
to
of the
get
Star Wars
players
CCG
committee
job.
cards and reenact them in a Star Wars
That would be
CCG
so
match.
funny. In fact, having a camera where you can just see the cards, we can like be doing the sound of it'd be very funny. Well, hey, second big catch of the day.
Nice. No way. Dude, congratulations.
There it is. It's Darth Vader. We have arrived at the grand conclusion of the series, and I couldn't be happier.
Wow, that's crazy.
This is Lord Vader.
He just rolls in.
Wow.
That's really awesome. I'm so happy you got to do that.
For some context, a few pieces of context. When I was a kid, when I first started getting into card games, it was Pokemon. Then right after that, Star Wars CCG was dying. So would pick up packs of that game at vintage stock for like 99 cents a pack. But never had a ton of money. Obviously, I was a kid. And just didn't have, as a kid. And during that whole early phase of my life, there was not a lot of money around. But we did a throwback series for Star Wars CCG where we had a box of the first 10 sets, which is nuts. That's a crazy thing we did. So we did this big long stream series. Every time it's like, I hope I open Vader. I hope, like,
Yeah.
for 10 plus streams. That's the last box that we're doing.
Yes.
Open Vader. And then the funniest thing was like, I think middle of that game, spoiler, I had a 4-strain and I had to basically do random off the top of my deck. Vader goes right to the...
Yeah.
He's just gone.
Never even got to play.
Didn't get to play him, not once.
That's so good. That's how that always goes, though, isn't it? Yeah. We got some conflicting ideas about whether or not you can have multiple creations. So I'm going to look that up because that's something that people might actually wonder.
Thank you, Jason Chung. Saying, great work, guys. You are a beacon of light through the pandemic.
Yeah, thanks so much, Jason. Genesis Battle of Champions in the chat. Hey, everyone. What's going on? Let's see about creations. Hex, Halloween Town, card text versus rules. See, they had to have all this stuff still. Who made this game? It's like a random...
Real Games. REEL Games. I think.
Oh, they
like
made games
reel?
for movies. Yeah. Right, okay.
They had a brand.
Okay, searches, surprises.
Thanks for that, Van.
Surprises.
J.K. Lawlins, each player may only have one copy of each creation in his Halloween Town, although each player is allowed to play the same creations that are in their opponent's Halloween Town.
Yeah, right there it is in the book. Only have one copy of each creation.
Boom.
Okay, back to Roadkill. That's a bummer. I flew too close to the sun early. Okay, are you the Pumpkin King?
You're the Pumpkin King. You moved a day, you're Pumpkin King.
Okay. Let's get into it. All right, so we need points. We need points.
We're now tied on creations, so you don't get a free buck.
How many cards you got in your hand?
2.
Man, is that good. Okay. Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the laboratory function.
Andrew Harrison, with streams going away, is the content membership also going away, or will that continue? That's a good question.
So the streams aren't going away. So the daily streams are, but the content as a whole is maintained. So we'll still do a pretty good amount of stream, just one day a week. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it just comes down to whether or not you want to continue it.
People want to keep doing it.
Yeah.
And so the intent, if you missed it earlier, well, we're still planning to stream one day a week, but then basically use that time while we're live to create content that we can actually edit and produce into shorter form videos from 1 minute to 20, 30, 40 minutes, an hour. Basic example, we play 5 games of Fab in one stream. We can cut that up into 5 different gameplay videos and do produce videos kind of like we used to. So pivoting some of the effort over to that, because a lot of people going back to work, having full social schedules again, watching 4 or 5 hour live streams 4 days a week is just not in the cards for most people. Appreciate that, Rain. Joe, the Day of the New Store has not been announced. That project's still underway. It's part of why we're slowing down the streams a little bit. We have a lot of big projects happening that we're working on. And half of our work week being streams takes a lot of time and energy.
So I got, with the search from the laboratory, Fender Bender. This is about to be like just absolutely destructive, so I'm sorry for that. Okay, let's start out with
Steel Slime. I definitely get the concern. It's really less about better results on social and more that a lot of the people that are in our community and that enjoy what we do and that are buying stuff from us and making all this possible can't really engage with a 4 or 5 hour live stream. So there's a ton of our community that's just not a reasonable form of content for, or useful or helpful or enjoyable. So, like a 30-minute gameplay video, it's the same content. It's just 30 minutes and it's cut and it's that piece of content is way more approachable both for our current community and for people who aren't a part of it looking for content. If you see a 5-hour video on YouTube, that's not necessarily what you're going to look to click on.
I didn't Pumpkin King this turn. I'm going to do that now. I'm going to discard and let us get a... Ooh, do I want us to get a pumpkin point? Yeah, let's get some money for the Pumpkin King. We're equal on creations, I believe.
I will discard.
Then I'll use the laboratory. Game 3. Okay, dokay. Let's see how we want to do this. think this is easy enough.
Mark M just got here. Why is this titled The End of an Era? Best explanation of that is going to be at the first of the video, but last stream of the year. It's the last stream as well in our 4-day-a-week stream schedule that started with the pandemic for 5 days. Reconfiguring what we're doing, how we're doing it, hopefully to be more enjoyable for more of our community and more useful, and give us more time to work on some big projects going on our side.
Okay, let's start with Mad Genius. Going to cost me 1. And when I play, I'm going to discard a card with Corpse Kid to add 1 to my hand. So I'm going to discard this Devil. Force an opponent to discard 1 random card from their hand.
Not my Dr. Finkelstein. Mark M. Oh, okay. I thought you guys were ending content creation. Thank goodness. Yeah, no. David Vegel says you guys need to have a pop for the lower third that has the answer.
Yeah, totally. Then I'm going to pay 3. Fender Bender. If Corpse Kid is in your Halloween town when you play this creation, which he is, send an opponent's creation with scare number 3 or less back to its hand. So I suppose Roadkill is going to go back. Yeah.
You got it.
And I'll pass you.
Got to be careful here. I will draw 2 cards. Not good. Okay. All right. That's me. Pass the Pumpkin King.
Pass the king.
1 day to Christmas. How many cards in there?
Do we do one? Am I going to get the last turn?
Yep.
Okay. How many cards in hand? 4.
I also have 4.
Everything's been going wrong for Zach this game.
I'll choose the ability to move 1 card.
Oh, that was nuts, Joe. I remember that. Remember when I caught that fly in midair?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was sick.
Marcus, just came in to thank you. In the height of the pandemic, my partner was not mentally well. Watching you talk about games daily, especially Marvel Champions, gave her a sense of security and / home.
That's great to hear, Marcus.
That's amazing.
It's an absolute pleasure.
So happy that we could be there for that, and hopefully all things are better at this point. What happened?
You're realizing that you have the same number of cards and less creations than me.
I chose the move option.
Oh, you did? So we can discard to move, huh? Oh, and I gotta replace my dude. I don't want to move at all. There's just no reason.
All right. Mine?
Yeah.
I'm gonna function. Lose here, game 6. And then I'll play. I want to do it. Surprise. Search 5 for lock, shock, and barrel.
Looking for shock.
Looking for any of them. Oh, whiff. Just bad.
Good to see you, Albapido. Merry Christmas to you as well.
Let's actually play Decomposing Guy here for 1. I'm going to play Roadkill for 3. If Decomposing Guy is in my Halloween town and when I play it, I draw 2.
Set you up.
And then I'll play Shock.
Boom.
Over to you.
Let's go. Okay. Okay.
That's awesome, Marcus. Glad to hear it. Old Mapedo. Thanks for everything, guys. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you as well.
I'll gain 4 with Town Square. Let's play Making Christmas. All creations are -1. Characters are +1. Play the Wreath of Wrath. When it's played, each player must discard 1 character from his or her Halloween town. Uh-oh.
See you, Igor.
Yeah, Igor's gone. Agreed. Okay.
It's not going well.
Making Christmas. Replace. And I get the last turn.
Yeah, let's cap it off. No days till Christmas. We've arrived.
We've arrived. All right, how do we get...
Oh, wait, I draw a card from this.
Yeah. I'm going to add free money for me. Discard to do the same.
Okay. Doesn't much matter.
Activate the function of the lab. Search 5 for 1 creation and add 3.
That's so good.
I know.
That's a machine.
Let's see what this looks like.
Remember that time you played a 6-point card and drew 7?
It was crazy. It was the best thing I've ever done in this game.
Yeah, never coming back from that.
2, 1. Okay. Let's go here. If you knew all the things you were trying to do, this would be easier. Then I'll just, yeah, sure. I'll just play Scary Teddy creation.
Actually, it's only the creatures that give points. The locations don't. Alright, my final turn.
Yeah.
I'll trigger Barrel's ability. Discard a barrel, draw a card. Oh wait, before I do that, I will function
For to range them.
I'll just function add 3. And then I'll play Dr. Finkelstein.
At the perfect moment.
And pass.
Okay.
That's annihilation.
Zach, what's going on, man?
My point total
How
is...
about Nightmare Before Christmas?
I'm at
Wish
20.
Warrior played this well.
I'm at 22. You're probably at 30.
Let's go 15, 16, 18, 19, 21, 22, 24 in the creations.
Oh my god, you're like 40.
34 here, 5 through 6, 37.
My goodness, it was a reckoning.
So yeah, so it was a close one.
It was a... How do I even...
Ryan Vorland, that is amazing. Said, I became a judge of a game I've never played just to understand what's happening when you play Flesh and Blood. Took the judge test just to understand the videos.
Really?
That's unbelievable.
That's insane. That's awesome.
So cool. Ed Burford, thanks for the streams. Picked up your old videos after looking for game tutorials for Netrunner, never looked back. That's awesome, Ed. Thank you so much. The streams always seem like a cozy stay-at-home kind of vibe. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you.
That's awesome to hear.
As well. Oh, minus 1 point, so 33.
Boom. Hey, I don't think this deck's very good.
Well, you built it, didn't you?
I don't know. I just don't
Where
think it's
did
very
these
good.
come from? We don't know.
Don't know. I think we built them after our first stream 2 years ago.
And that
And
was
then we
it.
played it last year once
And
as
we did
part
it
of
again.
the holiday thing, and we just did it again. I remember you at the end, close to the end, you drew that jack. That
We
drew-
drafted. That's what we did. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Yeah. So if we're to do this in the future, I say this every time. I think it's like I feel like I want to actually like
You want to get real about it?
I don't know, real-ish, but you know, just like go through and build decks.
Is it because you're always getting annihilated at it, or is
I
it
don't
a
know.
different kind of?
Honestly, but outside today, I don't know that I've ever lost at this game.
I just can't remember.
I just can't remember.
All right, let's do
and hit some clips.
let's do a lightning round of clips here. We've got a lot of clips. Do you want to crack that champagne bottle?
Is it champagne time? Is that the vibe?
I feel like we should. You want me to go grab it?
I think it's probably worth it. Oh,
right.
Yeah, you go grab it. Then I'm gonna take my Invisalign out.
Oh wait, why don't you grab it and take the Invisalign
Okay,
out?
yeah,
We'll
that
save it to
makes
one
sense.
trip.
This is the moment where I don't come back.
Oh man, wouldn't that be hilarious? Dude, I'm not coming back. I'm done. I can't do anymore. Boy, oh boy, is that good water. Let me tell you something. You're out there a little parched. You probably haven't been thinking about it. Maybe you've been drinking coffee in the morning and, you've got energy and you're working. And, you've really been focused on a task, or you're watching the stream really intently, and you realize you haven't had a drink in like an hour and a half. It's probably time to have some water. I prefer my water out of a 48-ounce Nalgene 100% HDPE food grade plastic water bottle. Been around for a very long time, food grade. Used in a lot of chemistry contexts as well. Actually was a chemistry origin as I understand it. And then they found out it works really well for good old-fashioned water also. So you get a water bottle, you get a Skeleton Crew t-shirt. Well, you'll be set. What could the world not bring you at that point? You'd be ready for everything. My favorite thing to do is to have stickers that don't work anymore, that are just kind of the leftovers. It really enhances the passage of time. It's a shout out to the erosion effect of water itself. I like to have a water bottle that's self-referential to the substance within, personally. But you can run your water bottle however you'd like. You can put stickers on there if you want to or not. The key is you got to drink the water. And the biggest tragedy of these weekly streams, or this daily stream thing going away, I saw that Nalgene check is getting smaller. They definitely felt like they were getting the value in $200,000 a week, but with just the daily streams going away, they're going to bump that down to $100,000. And I honestly don't know how we're going to make it with that sponsorship getting moved down. I guess we'll have to sell more shirts. That's all I can figure out. Anybody, you guys got any time codes I need to pull into the Discord? Bryce, you're getting that, aren't you? Oh, I see it. Yeah. Okay, so you've added some. Cool. Oh, I'm glad you got the Carcossa one on there. That was peak gaming. Absolutely peak gaming. Thank you so much, Goblin Reserve. Appreciate that. Congrats on going this hard this long. You guys are incredible. Love y'all. Back to you. Appreciate it so much. Auxiliador Zach, Steven's losing it. Come back. Yeah, it's about time to do a bit about me staring into the void of the camera, which I did off the cuff once, and somebody was mentioning that on the, I believe it was on the Discord.
Okay, I guess I'll come back.
You coming back?
Baby.
Baby, coming back.
I found this very fancy Crucible.
Corbel?
Crucible.
Is that a grade A champagne? What is that, $6,000, $7,000?
I had this flown in this week from
From the Corbel region?
from the Corbel region
Point that thing. You gotta be careful these
of
days.
Norway, where champagne was born.
Yeah. Did you come in thinking you were gonna say that?
Yeah.
That is a genius joke.
Yeah, this
Oh
is
my God.
This is actually some California champagne.
Oh, right.
Which is not champagne at all because it's not from the Champagne region of France.
It's from the Champagne region of California.
Here,
Here, I'm gonna open this before anything happens.
well,
'cause-
it's sealed. So the problem that I learned
yeah, it's the
by my near death is if you take this
You know what,
off
let's
and you
watch the
remove
clip.
the cage. Okay, we have the clip before
We
we
got the
open
hit.
this.
So yeah, if you remove the cage, then it can't contain the carbonation and
Right. Yeah, there's pressure in here, and that cork will. Well, we'll see what happens.
okay, let's take a look. So this was whenever we successfully got PDP off the ground, Player Driven Production, our first idea of doing this. Worked with Colby at Plaid Hat Games to get Ashes back in print.
Yeah, and for some context, Ashes originally came out in 2015. Non-collectible card game, beautiful game, one of our favorites. And then over a couple years, through some acquisitions of Plaid Hat and stuff, eventually stopped production. And then we partnered with them to create a system where people could sign up. If enough people are signed up, that game gets to keep getting made forever. And that's Player Driven Production. We launched it the week before this. So when we were talking with them, I think the original goal was 1,000 players or more.
Didn't even know if it was conceivable.
Didn't know if they're even. And it's the middle of the pandemic, and there's a lot of uncertainty. And so, like, are there even 1,000 people out there that would do it? And then this is a week later,
Yeah.
which is insane.
Who, if you were here live for this, hit us up in the chat. Let us know. All right, here we go. I've seen this one a few
Look
times.
at your hair.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go that direction again soon.
We finally did it, yeah. Now we get to do this thing that always makes me nervous, which is opening champagne. Now, normally it's fine. Sometimes, you get a wild cork. So, if we bring the setup down, that would be truly a live stream to be remembered.
precursor.
Or perhaps it it will
I mean,
be totally normal.
It's like yesterday we were playing.
Don't spill it on the ashes
I
cards,
know.
please.
Well, most of these are sealed. It's these tokens I'm mostly worried about. But yesterday we were playing Flesh and Blood, and one of the things we've been doing with that, because it's a collectible game, is after we play, we did deck building, then we played a couple games, read 3 or 4 jamming out games, and then we open some packs at the end, kind of like we do when we were playing a collectible game back as kids. You play in a tournament and then, win a couple packs.
I don't
buy a
even know
couple
my
packs.
death is on the way.
And yesterday I cracked a super rare legendary card that I was excited to see.
Look at that reaction speed.
And this is the benefit of doing it live. That's fantastic. That's so good. Rare legendary card that.
Let's go a little slower here. Really appreciate the you grabbing that, by the way, valuing the cards over your own, momental. We
Like, is there a
we thought the
gunfire?
thing was coming down.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had no idea what was going on.
For rare legendary card that I was excited to see.
So good. It's so good.
Oh my gosh, it's so
Wow. That was an amazing moment. Beyond, obviously it's comical, but it was so miraculous. Honestly, this game was coming back, and then this happened. It's just like everything is
This, I'll tell you too, this was like there was so much levity in that moment because it was, we had kind of started to get on that, I think we're going to make it through the pandemic footing.
Yeah.
And this was a moment with Ashes where it was like, I think we're going to be okay. And so it was almost like that cork pop was like the final shaking out of like being so scared about the future.
Because the real talk here, the conversation at the very first of the pandemic when all the products for all the subscriptions and everything just stopped. And uncertainty, people have no idea if they're going to have jobs or what the economy is going to look like and all that. The early email I sent to the entire team is essentially everyone's going to make this much. And it doesn't matter how much you're working, like here's what we're able to pay and we can do this for 6 months.
Yeah.
And we don't know if there's going to be revenue, if we're going to be able to keep the lights on. But what we do know is that we and a lot of people in our community, we stuck at home. And so we want to do everything we can to, stay safe, both physically and psychologically, both our team and then also our community. And who knows? We just don't know how it's going to go. But this is like 4 or 5 months later.
Yeah.
And so at that point, there's a little bit of stability happening and starting to figure out how things are going to go and not. But this is around the time when we would have, if no revenue had happened, if no one out there had continued to buy anything from us, if nothing had worked,
If Ashes hadn't gotten off
if
the
Ashes
ground.
hadn't happened, if Fab hadn't happened, if all that stuff hadn't happened, around this time would have been the all right, well,
We done.
we're
Or we
here.
do something else, or we downsize, go into hiding, and
Or
come
just
out. when
wait,
it's-
yeah, and figure out whatever's next. So, anyways, yeah, this was to not just be in a moment of it's not even over, but there's like hope. It's like, man, there's a lot of people out there who want the same things we want, right?
Mm-hmm.
We want to bring Ashes back, and it doesn't really function
So cool.
through the traditional distribution system. There's not enough demand for this game, but we wanted it to exist. So, getting to help bring a game like that back. And then also, it's just an amazing moment, honestly.
Yeah, that was a real big moment. That was a good email you sent too. I tell you that all the time. That was a really good pandemic email.
I send enough emails occasionally. I get one.
It's just really good. Also, anyone who doesn't know, Astros Reborn, so that's the game that came back through that stream. They're introducing a PvE mode. It'll ship around February. The game will continue moving forward as
Solo
a
and 2-player.
solo 2-player plus PvP 1v1 card game. Absolutely check that out. We played a few on our streams, view of the PvE version. It's fantastic.
Really impressed.
So if you're a Champions or Arkham player in particular, this is one that you should absolutely look at as an additional co-op solo experience that's scratching a different kind of itch than those games are. All right, let's do this thing.
All right.
I'm just gonna. I found with Champagne. I was explaining at the start of that clip we watched how it always makes me nervous.
You, so this is, I think, the third time on stream we've opened a thing of champagne. The last one I think was when we bought the land. It was about a year ago.
It was, wasn't it?
I was watching the last year's
Portents.
Nightmare Before Christmas stream to make sure I remembered the rules. And we were talking about just buying the land. So it was about a year ago, which is crazy. But you did it, and you just like made it
I'm
happen.
just doing it right now, yeah. You just don't. This is the key with everything. You just don't think about things.
Boom.
You just get in there.
Woo! Are we still good?
It smells good. Kind of has a good. That core bell region has a nice olive.
Yeah, hold on.
A nice olive.
It smells like Norway. You know what I mean? Like fresh from the sea. We're next to the sea, right?
Oh yes, when you open that bottle of champagne, what you want to say is that fresh from the sea.
David C. saying that PvE got me to try Ashes, and now I'm buying the whole collection. It's a great game.
Give me that glass of yours.
Yeah, thank you. Alex saying, end of an era, what's happening?
What's up, Alex? Alex C? Is that Alex C?
Don't know, it disappeared. Alex M. Different Alex.
If you got anything to toast with us, feel free to grab it.
Yeah, now is the time. We'll give you a minute to get something to toast with. But this is our last stream of the year. It's also going to be our last stream in the 4-5 day streams a week period that started with the pandemic, pivoting into less content, higher quality, and a bit more produced videos. So before the pandemic, it was mostly produced videos that we posted, and slowing down the content production, the volume, because a ton of people, ourselves included, as life comes back to normal and social stuff gets normal and whatnot, 4 or 5 hour streams isn't something that can just be regularly engaged with. So looking to spend our time wisely, both for ourselves and for our community.
And for those who still enjoy the stream, we'll still have this exact vibe probably about once a week. Cheers.
Rain, cheers, my
Really,
friend.
cheers,
We
man.
made it.
Amazing.
Almost 3 years later,
Woo!
and we're still standing. True miracle. And cheers to all of you guys, honestly. Thank you. The fact that during this crazy period of time, we spent half of our work weeks or more playing games live with all of you.
Means everything to us.
Unreal.
Really.
A true
We
privilege.
talk about it often. It's amazing.
Schmendrix, I can't believe this is it. You were all a huge part of getting me through the pandemic, especially 2020. Cheers to all of you. A lot of cheers coming through
To
the chat
bigger
right now.
and better things,
Yeah.
and to a great holiday season, and to a 2023 that is nothing but net. Everything I feel like this past year has been really difficult. The past 3 have been exceedingly difficult.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm coming out of a bunker.
This past year specifically, I think, and transitions are hard, and change is difficult. Pandemic hit is this moment, this extreme moment of clarity. Things that are, what's important, what matters, what you want to spend your time doing gets very clear when you get in that kind of situation. As an example, you immediately get put on the clock. It's like, hey, we have 6 months of this. That's how long we can afford to continue operating, assuming no revenue. But that clarity that comes through, and then as it's starting to end, this pandemic, and I think what happened in the community that formed, the people that showed up, and the connections we made through those first couple of years is part of why we continued on as long as we have this year. Because it's hard to imagine, like when you've experienced something like that, hard to imagine how it makes sense not to be doing that.
Yeah.
And piece by piece, like real life kind of comes back, and social schedules get full, and time gets full, and we hear from tons of people.
And you try to schedule an architect meeting.
Oh my goodness. That's honestly one of the real pain points is like with us being on stream half the week, and then you have other meetings that have to happen, other projects happening during the morning, and after the streams are over, you try to schedule a meeting with me, Robert, and Steven and the architects, and it's like, oh well, our first opening is 3 weeks from now.
Yeah, right.
And if everything takes 2 or 3 weeks, it's really crazy. And there's some huge projects we have on the horizon that we're wanting to do.
We're gonna build that freaking store, man.
Yeah, we are.
It's been a slog, but I don't think there's a world where that doesn't happen. I'll clutch that into the grave with.
I mean, the world where that doesn't happen is where we don't exist.
Yeah.
Like as a company.
Yeah.
we will either
Maybe
do it
as a
or
human
die
being,
trying.
Honestly, it's like such a part of my DNA now. I just need to see if the concept works. I need to know.
Yeah.
If it's real or not.
Well, we'll find out.
We will find out one way or another. We will absolutely find out.
Some really amazing comments coming coming through. Gabby saying, I believe you guys help more people with these streams than you can possibly realize. Well done. Enjoy the trip to this point. Jason saying, if you build it, they will come. True Teller, loving Fab Ashes and so forth. Thanks to you guys.
Awesome.
Introducing people to those guys. I love those games and those publishers.
Yeah,
So
those are great publishers.
that's and that's the same with Ashes. Like the helping Plaid Hat be successful because they bought themselves a bag. Big risk.
Yeah. They
on
deserve it
Colby's
too.
part. It makes me really happy to see that we can help and you can help those publishers be successful.
Wade Jones, I'll start. There's some earlier ones too. Wade, was great to meet you, Wade, also at the Fab event. Really hard to overstate how much a part of the daily activities you guys became. Even when I couldn't watch in real time, I'd check in later that evening. Leah said, I found you guys early in the pandemic with Netrunner, but I grew to love Fab with you guys and have loved the community weekly. Thanks for everything. Thank you so much, Leah. Mean Mugging in Games says, this past year I think was difficult for everyone as everything goes back to normal. Schmindrix, this is so cool. Seriously, the fog keeps falling away. Every time it does, I realize how low my operating level for the last few years.
Yeah. I think that's the past couple of months, I've been recognizing that for Covenant.
Yeah.
As great as this has been, as this goes on, you can definitely feel the energy level and the momentum to do anything that's not what we're currently doing. It gets really hard to do everything else. So you kind of got to choose what boulder you want to push up the hill.
Mm-hmm.
And as great as this has been, there's other things that I think we just need to get done.
And you just try to find not throwing everything out, but just kind of creating a new paradigm, a new standard where we can take the best of what we're doing here and mix it with new ideas. Alex here, Alex Tedeschi, started watching you guys off and on with the fateful Forgotten Age run of 2020. Thank you all for 3 years of incredible content. Here's to a great 2023. Love that. Brent Serrato, I got back into TCGs and played so many games and watched so many hours of games, feeling like I was sitting at the table with friends. Thanks for all of it. Comments just keep rolling in. You are all just so kind.
And I will say two things. One, the Skeleton Crew shirt. To the Skeleton Crew out there, huge shout out to anyone buying that. That's going to commemorate this time, I think, in our existence. I'm very excited to have one myself or a handful. But if you're not already in a Discord channel, honestly, I recommend it so much. The community that you see here in the live chat day to day has definitely, like, they live there too. And that's...
We spend a lot of time there as well.
Yeah, and without the streams, I think it'll be even more being spent there. But I definitely recommend hopping over there if this daily interaction with other people, like-minded people, honestly, is something that you're interested in.
Yeah. I want to let you guys know, too, we'll be reading all of these chats after the fact, even if we don't get to them actually and reciting them on stream, because they're actually coming in at a brisk pace, which is incredible and overwhelming, like in every sense of the word. So just know that the live chat is saved, so we will absolutely read all of this.
Yeah, and if you have thoughts, you definitely, there's something you really want to share in the Discord. There's currently the podcast discussion channel is kind of the home for that.
Yeah,
because we asked that kind of a similar question on the podcast last week. But yeah, happy to hear from you. The commentary that's already been coming through has been overwhelming, and really appreciate everyone for being a part of this and for taking the time to say such nice things.
All right, well, what better moment?
Spencer Pizzero in the chat. Spencer goes all the way back to 2010, Moncon days. Hope you're doing well, Spencer.
Spencer, so good to see you. See your name at least. I hope the kids are doing well.
Hayden, thank you for that comment.
Check this out.
One to everything. Most importantly, one here. One more here. Then I will punch for 2. Then I will shield toss for 4.
No way, dude.
Rhino's getting buried by the shield.
We gotta touch each other for that.
We did it.
Oh my gosh,
First
never
physical
again.
contact.
I told you we could do it. I knew
What
it.
does shield toss say on there? Choose
Shield,
any number of enemies and
discard X cards from my
Attempt
hand.
number 7.
Return my shield to
7
my
streams.
hand. Deal 4 damage
How
to
many
X
hours
number
is
of
this
enemies. So I deal
Wow.
4 straight to him.
that is an epic conclusion.
Toss the shield at him.
Oh my gosh, chat.
Bam.
We've done it.
That was absolutely nuts. That whole Rhino journey was the
Yeah, so it's
craziest
heroic
thing
3.
we did.
Normally, each player gets 1 encounter card per turn. Heroic 3 is we each get 3, so 3 times the difficulty. That was.
We tried that so many times.
So the feeling I had from this is the same thing as winning like a giant tournament.
Mm-hmm.
It was just us alone
Yeah.
in the pandemic playing a cooperative game. But somehow we created a situation where we could feel like something that significant was going on.
That was 4 hours and 46 minutes total on attempt number 7.
That's
So there's
nuts.
probably 30 plus hours trying Rhino.
Our average streams right now are like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So we were doing. It's crazy.
It was wild back then. It was wild. My hair continues to grow as well. It's funny to see us change. Let's do one more.
Thanks, Lewis.
Let's do. You remember the old angel got its wings from ashes whenever the text
every
got
card
cleaned
text,
up?
yeah.
Check this out.
A little awkward. All right, guys.
Dude,
I'm gonna
look.
I'm sending it back over.
Every time I see 2 Ashes cards next to each other, the 1.0 and the 1.5 version,
Yeah.
and the paragraph is like at least half the text,
I just get happy.
an angel gets its wings.
yeah. An Orchid Dove gets its
Literally
wings.
every time I see a card that does that, it doesn't have to be, like I've looked 5 times. 5 angels have gotten their wings just now because I saw this.
It's true.
That's so
You
much
can't
better.
even argue with it. It's
I don't know
so
what it
rock
does, but I
solid.
love it.
The logic.
That's so good.
Oh man, it's
Yeah,
true
that 2.0
though.
cleanup was sick. It was really good.
Nick did a phenomenal job with Ashes. And if you like Orchid Doves and cards like that, again, check out Ashes.
Let's do another one. This is just called Zach's Frappucino story.
I don't know what this means.
All right, check this guy out.
Decipher this game. Does anyone have time? Really?
I don't know.
It's on a cruise ship.
I do. If we have time, I want to be sure to stop and get one of them frappuccinos. Cruise ships are wild, dude. It's like every couple hundred feet, there's like a coffee thing, and it's like, especially the all-inclusive ones, nothing costs anything. So it's like you're going. It's like, well, do you want a frappuccino or not? And it's like, I mean, I guess. Sure. If I
right, let's
always
try
have
again.
one of those or a chicken tender in my hand, what am I doing?
I'm dropping Chris, okay?
Oh no!
He's out of here. I'm
My
at +3.
one.
I'm at +3. Oh, and that's why you do it right
Oh,
there.
there it is.
Because you need to pass those tests. That's what I'm talking about.
Look at the famed Zach Bunn triple shot somehow.
Right
Oh, there it is.
Because you need to pass those tests. That's what I'm.
Who's putting the more basketballs in his hand? Nobody knows. How is he shooting 3 like this?
Man, have you ever? So, two things about this. One, genuinely on an all-inclusive cruise ship, there are coffee stations and coffee shops like every 200 feet.
Yeah.
Right? And there's not even a line most of the time.
Yeah.
And you're walking, it's like, well, I just finished that frappuccino, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then also there's always like buffets with chicken tenders. That's where that line comes from.
So when you're on a cruise ship, are you always walking around with a frappuccino and a chicken tender?
I feel like I'll post a picture next time I have a frappuccino and a chicken tender at the same time.
Might go out later.
But the triple shot, I don't know if you're familiar, but in basketball, like at practice, they'll have these metal things that hold a bunch of balls.
I can't tell you how unfamiliar I am.
Like at the
in fact.
3-point contest,
Yeah.
they'll have it, and you can just grab one, shoot.
Yeah.
But there's also this like net thing that you shoot, and as you know,
You gotta
they basically
pick it
roll
up.
back to
Yeah.
you. So you just pick it, shoot
Yeah.
it, and you kind of get a cycle going with enough basketballs in there that you can always just keep
Yeah.
doing your thing. So that's for that like.
I thought triple shot was a reference to the type of frappuccino you want.
Maybe it was a
Maybe
very
that's a
nuanced
subtle-
joke.
Hey, Ray, for you out there, is anyone out there?
Yeah.
You got-
What's up?
I was gonna see if you want any champagne.
You're not gonna drink it all?
Well, no, I don't think we'll drink the whole bottle. I mean, I guess we'll see where things go, but
I don't know,
I'm
man. We
looking
got
to
a lot
keep
of clips
clothes
to
on.
make it through.
Yeah. How about this? How about the first ever Nalgene plug? Apparently.
Oh man. I mean, it was in that first clip.
You want it?
Yeah. No, just pour it and leave it in here. Okay.
Thanks, Ray.
Let's see. The first Nalgene ad, apparently.
Cheers, my dude. Happy holidays.
Cheers.
Okay. Ooh, it's fab.
No way.
I have
That Star Wars mat?
some
the old location.
some options for where we go from hither.
This box opening was brought to you by Nalgene. Made in the USA. Also, the record label Past Inside the Present is featuring exclusively this week and every other week to come until I lose this bottle.
Forever.
Very nice bottles, 1,400 milliliters, 48 ounces. In your hand,
face.
very light, pleasant to drink from. Made in the USA.
USA. USA.
Food grade plastic as well. Very nice. Safe to drink from.
All right. I have
I like how.
I just straight face say
How
nothing.
did you just had no reaction whatsoever.
Well,
just rolling that
So, a piece of advice: if you ever find yourself on a daily live stream with someone, you know, random people, and you need to keep your cool. I growing up, my family would always do this thing, like specifically my brother John, kind of the bully.
Yeah.
Love you, John, if you're out there. He has changed a lot since we were kids. But they do a thing where it'd be like, you know, we both want to watch something, both of us, something different. And he'd be like, first one to smile doesn't get a pick.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would immediately smile. Like, I couldn't hold my smile. Or he'd be like, you know, smile if you like that girl, randomly. And it's like I would get like red and like smile. I couldn't hold my smile. So I developed this talent. To just totally ignore the other people around you, which is how you don't smile. So, like, we're on a stream, like, that's happening. I'm just thinking about Frappuccinos and chicken tenders.
Just over here like, ugh.
And it's like,
Yeah.
And then I
Frappuccino.
clue back in 20 seconds later, and I'm thinking, like, is he still talking about water? Okay, chicken, and the fraps.
Is he still going on about something? It's not just about the Nalgene ads either. Oftentimes I'm talking for 45 seconds and I think you're in a completely different world because you're like, this is clearly not worth paying attention to.
What'd you say?
What? Let's get, and there may be earlier Alchemy ads, Nalgene ads.
What is this?
So if that's true,
Oh, you remember those hardbacks?
if somebody finds one, hit us
that, a
up
freeze
in the
frame?
Discord.
Can you show that freeze frame? Because that's how I feel most of the time.
Yeah.
You remember those hardbacks? Those were like a godsend.
Yeah, they were great. Shout out Chris Hodevek.
Yeah.
Hodevek was an absolute all-star during this entire streaming session.
Local player. Just a great person. Chris, if you're out there, thank you for everything.
What's up, Marcus Brown? Yeah, let's check this out. What is this one? Well, Return to Dunwich, Scenario 6. Okay.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
What
What's
do we
happening?
have?
You ready for a surprise?
Yeah,
There
we
was
got a
surprise.
surprise, an op surprise.
What
Oh
in the
my
world
gosh.
is this?
What is happening?
Coming in. It's pretty big
remember?
and heavy. Make a
Oh,
spot.
yeah.
Here you go.
Oh, I'm not crushing
you're good.
anything. Okay, enjoy.
What is this? This is ridiculous.
You remember that whole? We're gonna.
Thank you. Oh, look at this. Look, Arkham of the Covenant.
Look at
That's
this.
hilarious.
Look at the top of this thing.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
Robert said he had a surprise on Friday, and we said, okay, well, bring it on.
Yeah, and he was like, I'm nervous. If the Ark of the Covenant,
Is this the kind of thing we're gonna go blind if we open this
if you look at the Ark of the Covenant, bad things happen to you. That's the whole story.
I
you
feel
seen
like maybe the game's getting a little too real for me now. Am I like slowly getting transported? Am I gonna turn into a Yithian? Is there something in here?
Chris, I don't know what this is.
The storage container?
This
You
is
wanna
Chris
open it?
Yithian, at
Yeah.
least.
Whoa. It has like
still have our collection
It has
in
like
this.
an
Yeah.
actual thing.
This is, oh my goodness, this is hilarious. First off, can you give me the top
Yeah.
down? It's got our logo in here, which is amazing. But then, what is this? This is in his house at
Riley.
Riley. The Y is after the L, though.
I know, we say it wrong, but I think everybody's
Rulia.
Rulia or something.
Yeah.
We always just call it
Mrs. Riley.
Dead Cthulhu waits dreaming. And then there's a very nice note that I'm not going to read. It's a very, very nice note. I will read it, but I won't read it on camera.
Is this storage?
Yes, that's what this is. Look at this thing. That's why
you
I wanted to
serious?
top down. This is crazy.
What's this stuff?
Unreal.
This? Oh, I
Oh,
see.
they're card dividers.
Yeah,
Oh
they're
my
very
gosh.
nice card dividers.
Oh my gosh.
This thing is ridiculous.
This is outstanding.
You were talking forever about like quality storage. Look at this thing.
I was getting
That's like real.
Yeah.
Wait, does this have... It does. Oh my gosh. Hold on.
The boards fit in
It's a
there.
perfect fit.
Absolutely perfect.
This is ludicrous.
What?
Look at this dude. The runes on the back.
Who did this come from?
This is from Brendan Rowley. The last note on it says, "Thanks for all that you do. Keep it up."
Oh.
I assume he is a fan. That's fantastic.
Well, thank you.
I assume he is a fan.
Bold assumption, if I say myself.
He just wanted to send a box to somebody.
uh,
Brendan Rowley said, thank you again for that. That is
Yeah.
amazing. We still use that.
And I want to take this moment. There was a lot of people throughout the past couple of years who sent us stuff. Unasked for, unnecessary, but to everyone that took time to send letters or send gifts or have cookies delivered or have coffee
Those
delivered.
boba teas.
Oh, those boba teas were so
You
good.
remember that, yeah?
Tremendous. Just taking the extra effort to do something nice for us like that meant the world. And there were definitely good days and bad days throughout this process, and it made some of those bad days a lot better. So thank you for all of that.
All right, this one's too good. Let's do this one, and then you want to play some Crokinole?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, hold on. So this one's the hot diggity dang clip,
Okay.
which you have forgotten about completely. I actually remembered this just the other day. It cracked me up.
And look what I found, or not. That's the only chance of success.
Do you have an option that lets
Second
you...
action, drawn to look what I found. Third action, fail, play it. Then last action would be to grab that last clue.
But you have to fail on one of them anyway.
One of those tests has to
Well,
fail.
actually, you should draw first,
I think so.
because if you don't draw first, you have to fail twice. Because look what I found, you have to fail, right?
Right.
So you actually are taking two
Correct.
chances of actually getting a good result. So
I
I
think
think
that's
you
right.
draw, hope to get it. If you don't, then you have to fail twice anyway. Isn't that funny?
I think that's correct. The math says yes.
Yeah.
Because then the one failure is correct. The one failure is all you need.
You want to fail once, yeah.
First action. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, is there. Hot diggity dang.
No, hold on a second. So, I remember this moment there was 3 cards left in my deck. The top draw needed to be look what I found to win potentially the scenario, give us a shot at it. And we hit the draw, and it was the 1 of 3 chance to hit.
Which is why I was freaking out.
Which is why we're going to hear you freak out one more time. Just the way you said that is the craziest thing.
Yeah. I got...
You want to fail once, yeah.
First action. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, is there. Hot diggity dang.
Where does it come from, man? It's not even intentional. It just
bet on
happens.
I told you, you have that Ric Flair energy sometimes that really serves you well.
Yeah, oh my goodness. All right,
He's a nature boy.
Let me go get the Crokinole board. I'm going to put this away.
Yeah, let's clean up the space a little bit. Let's play some Crokinole, everybody.
Speaking of just amazing gifts that we got, that board is insane.
That board was amazing. Yeah, Patrick Dunham, can we get that as a text message alert sound? We really do. We need to put that out. Hot diggity dang. So good. That's fun stuff. I remember that moment. This scenario in particular was super tough. I think this game continued and we lost. And we peeled every ounce of can we possibly win this game out of the void, and we gave ourselves a shot, and I think we had 2 50-50s and missed both of them, and it was devastating.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
It was devastating, but that is Arkham, in some ways. Well, in every way, that is Arkham. Hot diggity dang.
You name it. All right. I'm going to take red.
No, Danny boy, the stream is not done forever. We'll probably be streaming once a week. And then we're doing some produced stuff, more produced stuff as well.
Actually, you know what?
The pandemic streams are over, though. Nice.
Working.
Okay. This is top. You've been replaced by a Crokinole board.
My greatest fears have come true.
Instead of a Yithian, you're now a Crokinole board.
What color you want?
You know, I bet it might be a cool shot, this top round.
White, black.
Nope, not really.
Not at all.
The view from back here is pretty cool, though. Do we have to like sand this or?
Gotta oil it.
It's cool that they store back there. That's smart. This is from a Wouldn't You Know.
Yeah, great. It's a family that makes crokinole boards, and they sent this to us because they're awesome.
Wouldn'tYouKnow.com.
I've seen a lot of people.
Cheers, Danny boy. Phenomenon saying, I'll never forget your produced Netrunner, such good content. We may well get back to that. Just keep your eyes open. Take care, Brojan. Mila says, as a collector of dead CCGs, you guys made more of my days than you can imagine. I know those are not financially useful, but I think you did history of CCG and people like me a great favor. I'd love to hear that, Milos. Thanks, dude.
Well, we're not streaming every day.
What's up,
so-
Charlotte? Hey, good to see you. Just popping in to say, hey, can't stick around. Definitely watching later. Big love. Happy holidays.
Hey, Charlotte.
Cheers.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Charlotte.
Your name was always great to see around these parts.
Joe Class and anyone on the fence around about Crokinole, get it. Everyone enjoys it when I introduce it to them.
Move your glass.
Oh, yeah?
This fits on this circle like perfectly.
Oh, yeah.
Close to perfect. Slide that circle. You want to top down me?
What's up, Martin? Oh, playing some Spoils. Woo-ee. Spoils is great. We've been chatting with the old Spoils a little bit, haven't we?
The old crew.
Old Ian.
So, for those that don't know, this is Crokinole. Each player has, so there's one extra disc we're going to put over here in the Rhino.
Take care, Exertor. Good to see you.
The way the game works is we'll take turns shooting discs, and when you shoot a disc, you have a side. So like this section here is mine, and you'll put a disc down, and it has to be on this back line somewhere. Then you're gonna hit it. If there are no discs on the table of your opponents, then you have to get a disc inside the middle circle. It can be on the line, but it has to be in the circle for it to stay on the table. So if you hit a disc and it goes here, it would go off. That would stay.
Perfect.
Okay. If it goes in the middle, we're actually going to put it over here. So let me move these, actually. And it's going to be worth 20 points. And the way the scoring happens is after we get done with the turn, or after we get done with our 12 discs, it's whatever it's not subtractive, but it's there's scoring where you take
Exclusionary.
my point versus minus your points, and that's how many points I get.
Yeah.
So at the end of the round,
I guess that is the definition of subtractive.
Any disc that you have there in this middle circle completely, so if they're on the line, they count as out here. But if in the middle circle, are worth 15 points. And then any disc that you have in this circle are worth, there's like black stuff on here, are worth 10 points. And then any disc that you have in this outside circle are worth 5 points. So we'll total up our points, subtract them from each other, and see who wins. If your opponent has any discs on the table, your disc has to hit one of their discs.
What's
Otherwise, it gets removed from the table.
key?
But if you have a disc on the table or a puck on the table, and I hit yours, it does not have to be in the middle anymore. And that's basically it.
I'm gonna send to this board.
Them's the rules. So
perfectly.
we're gonna shoot some discs.
Shoot some pucks. Also, this is from Paul H. Hey there, skeletons. Haven't been able to make most live streams, but definitely caught up on mini VODs. Thank you for the company and entertainment and hours of chatting over the last few years. Paul, check out our Skeleton Crew t-shirt as a fellow skeleton man. That's on our website right now. Vanta, this is another purchase I made due to the TC streams, by the way. Alan, that's great. Can't imagine a day without your friendship and game love like Frodo and Sam. Zach, I can't carry the ring, but I can, what is it, carry you?
I can carry you.
I can carry you.
I guess you'd have to be Sam because you're the blonde.
Yeah, and because I have a heart of gold.
Yeah. And I mostly just complain.
Corruptible. Do you want me to, do we want to shoot for go first, or you want to roll, or what?
We can shoot for
Closest
go
to the
first.
middle?
Sure.
Okay, well,
That was fun.
I might still be closest. Okay.
I'll go first.
Let's see how this one's going to go.
And remember,
Now remember, Zach is way better than me at this.
there's two sides of every disc. There's one side that spins forever like this
Yeah.
one. And then there's the other side.
And that's the stopper side.
Yeah.
And one day I'll care about the difference.
That day might be today. All right, here we go.
Points differential. Yeah, Wild Boys, that's right.
Joe says 8 disc in 1v1, 6 disc in 2v2. I can play different though, doesn't matter. Yeah, we'll just play with 12. All right, here we go. Ready? It's on the line.
So that counts.
Yeah, it's in the
So I've got to hit that.
Yep.
Well, that's...
You know what? Hold on, let me go grab the rule sheet. I remember the way I used to play it and the way it's supposed to be played is wrong, and I'm not sure which is which now.
I'll just be over here practicing.
Okay.
Good. Better. Good. Fine. Fine. Great. Okay. Bad. Fine. Good. No. Okay.
Yeah, it says just touching. So the way I used to play it had to be completely within the middle.
Okay, touching, huh? Yeah, Jeremy, it's a pleasure. Thank you for bringing Ashes back. We just set it up. You guys delivered. Okie dokie. How about this? Oh, I'm sorry. Do you love being the worst Crokinole player ever?
Oh, didn't touch. It was a perfect shot, though. Minus the fact that it didn't get to the disc. You know?
Yeah, except for the part where it wasn't perfect.
Yeah. Can't all be winners, you know? So it's on the outside line, it goes away.
That's right. But it didn't really advance my... Oh, now it did. I can have that one back.
Oscar says, this is a holiday, Steven, that Steven wins. I believe in you. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, guys. Also, if you don't hit my disc, but you do hit your discs, any disc of yours that you hit go away.
Oh, wow, that's brutal.
Yeah, so don't do that.
I'm going to take the win.
Remember when we had the like slow motion Crokinole? Like we could watch the replay somehow?
Did we just reverse the...
I don't know how we did it.
We could technically right now pull up our live stream that's happening.
That's what we were doing.
And slow it down here. This thing's still spinning.
It's the forever spinner. See a Y-Wing some?
Hey, that was good, man.
Yeah, it was good. Watch this.
I believe in myself.
I almost scored off of that one. We liked it. Remember, you hit your disc in the middle and
I
you
won't.
don't. Alright, I'm gonna hit both of your discs.
I've been practicing Crokinole.
I hit both of mine. Look at this. Steven's out to a big
I've
lead.
been practicing Crokinole the entire time.
Every day I leave.
Every
you
day.
stay in the office for hours to just get your shots in, you know, 3 at a time.
Okay, so I just don't want to handicap myself.
Don't screw it up. Yeah, well, that doesn't.
It doesn't count. Okay.
You get another shot. I'm giving it to you.
How many you got left? 3?
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense. You know I'm going to hit this post into it.
Well, that's a thing that could happen. Nice shot. Nice shot.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Now, if I hit me into you, what happens? You into me.
As long as you hit mine, you're fine.
Okay.
You didn't hit mine.
But it almost did.
Almost. If it had, and then it had gone in.
whispered to yours, and I feel like that should count because I dunked it.
It whispered to yours. Oh my goodness. This guy. Perfect. You have another disc?
Yeah.
Yeah, last disc. All right, so the way this works, these cancel each other out.
Yeah.
You have 2 in the 10 zones, that's 20. 5 here, so you have 25 points.
25 points.
We're playing to 100.
Go, Zach.
Yeah, he's out to a solid lead. And you get to go first. You have an opportunity to really dunk the Rooney here.
And how many points do we play to?
100.
I'm going to do that 3 more times, you said.
Yeah, easy. Nice. Don't like that, honestly. Don't like it one bit. Because now I'm like aiming downtown.
I am failing.
So normally I would shoot from like here. Let's just try it left-handed.
Oh no. Don't you do a surprise? Oh no, this is not. Somebody's a little confident, I feel like. A little confident, huh?
Combo. Gents, thanks so much for the streams. I really enjoyed the content. From the streams, I've discovered my love for tabletop gaming. From Glenn in Sydney, Australia, on holidays in Japan.
Awesome, Glenn.
Glenn, so happy to have you here with us. Let's try it again. Hold on.
Oh no. Hold on, let's get that full screen. Bringing in a ringer.
Gotta set the
juice
loose. All right, here we go.
Hot diggity dang.
Hot diggity dang. I'll get it. I'll get this lefty.
Okay, I'll let you keep trying that.
Yeah. Just waiting for. There you go. That's what I needed.
I'm actually gonna work it. It's a little over the line there, Smokey.
This is beyond the line. It could be all
Even
the way
that
here.
middle one?
Yeah.
What's
It
the
has to be
point of
touching on-
lines then, you know? Love from Ghent, Belgium. Tom, look up Jasper Pollitt. He's a friend of ours in Ghent. Now this is a problem, right? Oh wait, no, I can go all the way over here per your...
Yeah, see? It's just you get to use your right hand for that shot. It's kind of crazy.
Is that
So
okay?
You hit mine, so you're fine.
Okay. Hit mine so you're fine. That's the way it works. That's still in, baby.
Still in. Darth Prentice, big love to y'all at Covenant. Thanks for introducing me to so many wonderful games. Looking forward to visiting 3.0. He's coming to ball here.
Now this is a...
Pem, I just came in to say thanks for the streams. They came when I really needed them. Thanks for being here, Pem. I'm glad to hear that it was meaningful to you.
Thank you, Darth Prentice. Big love to y'all at Covenant. Thanks for introducing me to so many games. Looking forward to visiting 3.0. Did you already see that? You might have said that. Did you just do something? Oh,
I
no.
did, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
it's a bummer, dude.
Yeah, cool, man.
All right, here we go.
I'm sure I can tell that you feel so sad. All right, let's dunk this, baby.
I'm on. I don't get to catch many streams live, but I've watched all the Arkham Marvel Champions and Skytear streams. Thanks so much for the great content. Well, thanks for being here.
I'm on. Always great to see your name in the chat there, too.
That didn't hit in my disc, did it?
Oh, right, all right. That roll. Wait. Yeah, okay.
Wanna try again?
No, I don't. I will punish
Punish thyself.
myself. Yeah. Forgot about it entirely.
Paul says, "Can I get the skeleton T-shirt print, but on a Nalgene water bottle?"
Yeah, that's what we should do.
Well, if the shirt goes well, maybe we'll expand the line.
Did I do that right?
It hit mine and it stayed on the table, so you're fine.
Okay. How many packs you got?
2.
You went first or I went first?
You went first.
So I should only have...
You should have 2.
Right.
It's like a sea of red out there.
Cowabunga.
You didn't have to throw it on my computer, dude.
But look, now it's impossible for you to, you can't. It was a strategic master play.
Perhaps it is. Is it on the line?
It's definitely a little over the line.
That means it's gone. It's definitely a little over the line.
I like to live my life like that.
Lewis, thanks for that's awesome. Saying one of the highlights from Fab Worlds was getting to meet Zach. It was nice to meet you as well. Did you hit my puck?
I did. I hit the one I just knocked off.
And went in the middle.
And I somehow pulled that off.
Big
Pull
money.
up the replay if you'd like.
Nah, it's okay. I trust you.
Choke. Ah!
All right. So our 5s cancel out.
230?
That's 25. 15 and 10.
Oh, that's 15. Okay.
Yeah, so 25-25. We're tied going into the third round.
I'm going to get another 4 from this
yeah.
Corbel region's finest.
Yeah, all the way from Norway. I said Norway, right? That's what I said the first time?
I like that we've created a new joke on this very stream.
It's never too late for another inside joke. Like now forever when we're out celebrating all of our community's major tournament victories and we get some champagne, it's like, is this one of those Corbels from Norway?
Give me your finest champagne from Norway.
One more round. Cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
Cheers to all you.
Cheers,
Thank you for being
everybody.
here. Before we start this third round, is it a clip time? I feel like it's clip time. Good time for a clip with a cheers.
Let's look at some clips. Is that your? Yeah, you got your earpiece.
Yep.
So this is my. I saw this one the other day. This is a story that you told.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm terrified.
It's really excellently told.
Really?
You did an exceedingly good job of telling this story. Do you tell stories often?
I mean, give a presentation to the team about once a year.
Yeah, and that is good too. So yeah, you've got a knack for it. Check this out.
This is on the spot though, improv. Did you know Uncle Zach is a YouTuber? And my brother was like, yeah, I mean, I've told you, like they do videos and stuff. And he was like,
Nephew.
started to get like tears in his eyes. And literally like his whole world was shook because he this is what he said. He said, why did you hide this from me? As though like they were keeping it from him, you know, like they didn't want to reveal this to
Kids
him.
are hilarious, man.
And he was just like devastated.
That's so funny.
But then he found out that we do YouTube videos all the time. Was just like couldn't believe it.
That's awesome.
It's a real thing that
What if he's
people
watching
do.
right now?
I'd be shocked. He's probably in school.
You know they save these videos forever.
He could. It would be really wild if he was like, I don't know, 28 and watching this randomly. Because he could.
You got a message for him if he's 28 watching this randomly?
Leave a comment.
Always be selling, man. Smash that like button. So good.
Yeah, that was so funny. Apparently kids these days just want to be influencers and YouTubers.
Yeah.
Which,
I mean, everyone, you know, well, I won't say everyone, but across time and space, wielding
Movie
influence has
star,
always
whatever.
been an interest of most.
I'm going to be honest, when I was 8, if this had been a profession, it's a 0% chance I would have said, I want to be a YouTuber or in front of people all day long.
Yeah. for
Terrifying.
sure. But you want to influence things. Why else start a business? You
Well,
want to influence the future of tabletop gaming.
but there's a difference between I want to have influence and I think this is wrong. And it could be better. And it should
I
be
thought
better.
you were talking about like social media.
No, it's like this back in the day, it was like no one cares if I'm not playing Magic or Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah. You know what?
And I think that's wrong. People play games like this.
It's a very big difference because when you say I want to be a YouTuber, I want to be an influencer, it's just simply about your own. It's just about your own popularity.
I want to have popularity or power.
You don't want to influence something. You don't want to do videos about a specific thing. You just want to be, broadly able to wield power, I guess.
Yeah, like it's very awesome when, like Lewis earlier, people at events and stuff want to say hi and thank us for this kind of stuff that we do.
Yeah.
But as a very shy kid growing up, the idea of making it so that when you go in public places, people know who you are in advance is terrifying.
Yeah.
Like I would way rather be unknown.
Yeah.
Personally.
That's why you dress in all black.
Yeah.
You can fade into the night.
Yeah. Well, beyond just the Myers-Briggs. Remember we did that whole thing, and like now it's the enneagrams or whatever number you are, whatever.
Pretty soon we'll get back to the astrological signs.
Yeah, I don't know, but there's anyways. One of the things that I was reading was really interesting was about mine at some point was, and it just hit a chord because it's like they dress basically very similarly all the time, essentially because they don't want to be noticed, or like if you wear a shirt like you had this with the patterns on your shirt, it's like. People that
I'm dying to be noticed.
Well, not even that, but it's just like you're comfortable if someone's like, hey, but like I don't like being called out, or being put in the spotlight, and so it's a combination, I think, of that personality tendency. Like I was a third born, I kind of just don't want to get in trouble, and like I want to go under the radar, and I'm just gonna get out of here. But the other piece is that I haven't had to think about what I'm wearing at all once in the past decade, and I love that.
And you can put that all into your charming stream commentary.
That's right.
Tim Bunn in the chat. What's up, Tim?
Whoa!
Said, what's up, family?
My brother
Literally.
from the same mother. Tim is one of those lads. He worked at Covenant for a long time. Early days.
One of those lads, one of those lovely lads.
One of those lovely lads. But he was also around the pandemic streams a lot early on. Like that first 6-9 months, he was in the chat all the time. And I haven't seen his name in chat in a while.
Yeah,
and I think
early fab stuff for sure.
I think he is like a lot of people, which is his life kind of came back. The ability to be on these live streams just plummeted.
Yep. Let's take a look at an absolute classic slip on the stream, provided by the Dunlending deck in Lord of the Rings TCG.
Man with ambush that you spot.
Each man with ambush.
Manbush.
Oh man, just a lean back kind of day, isn't it?
This is
Oh man,
publicly on stream twice.
you love to see it, don't you? All right, so barring that turn of phrase, you somehow had a very good hand here
took me a minute,
to
man.
stop me from attacking you and continuing downward.
Just dead.
You're like the Jimmy Fallon of the live stream.
For each
Oh man, you lost your mind on that one. I remember
Colin's
that.
saying why? Why did he say it?
I was trying so hard to maintain the composure of the stream, and you were over there like.
Yeah. So the two things that I do very commonly is like switch the first letter of words, or merge words together. I don't know why. I've just always done that, and I didn't think about what I was saying before I said it. Again, stream of consciousness live, and Manbush was born.
Now hold on a second. Can you tell me that this guy right here doesn't know what he's about to say? Look at this. Look at this.
Manbush.
Man with ambush.
Wait, what's
Manbush.
Let me get the audio.
That smile right after. Look at this. You know exactly what you're doing. Man with ambush.
Manbush.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a close call.
Close call. Too close to call. Can't review it. Can't review it.
Gonna let that call, stand. Has to be
Call it on the
unquestionable
field,
to turn
right?
over
Call it
this
on the
call.
field, yeah.
I'm crying.
Let's,
too much.
Let's put a little Crokinole after that one. Ooh. Up next, we've got a Skytear Horde clip. I don't even know what that one. Who goes first? I got 30 to 25.
25 to 25. We're tied, and I'm first this time.
Okay.
All right, here we go. It's in. Frank says, I just keep thinking about Frappuccinos and chicken fingers.
I need to get on a cruise if that's what it's really like. Never done a cruise.
Yeah,
It's basically just a big hotel, right?
beyond the complete
It's devastating for the environment.
environmental destruction. Yeah, it's a hotel on water. that-
Barring all of that,
it's like an
pretty
all-inclusive
okay.
resort on water. It's not even a hotel; it's a resort. So you've got pools, you've got activities, you've got shows, you've got clubs, you've got
So
restaurants.
we have all of that in the cities as well. So what's the?
Well, the
just
upside is
can't
that
escape?
every day you can be at like a different island.
Mm-hmm.
So they port at St. Lucia and various islands. So you essentially get like a 6, 7, 8 day, hit 3 or 4 different islands, go and explore the island for the day, or go to a beach or whatever. Get back on the ship, have dinner, have shows, hang out. So you can also stay on the ship. Sometimes it's like you're on the water for a day or two.
Mm-hmm.
So you just like sit there and like you're looking out. It's just water.
I would love that.
Yeah. So I get the idea, but yeah, apparently it's very horrible for the environment. I didn't know
They're
that.
burning so much. It's crazy. So much energy. I remember when I was at Water Island in St. Thomas for my, what do you do after you get married?
Honeymoon?
Honeymoon. And
St. Thomas, nice.
Yeah, it was sick.
You went to St. Thomas?
I went to St. Thomas. There's a little island off of St. Thomas, 10-minute ferry called Water Island, and there's like 3 people that live there.
Yeah.
One of them is the Airbnb that we stayed
This
at.
checks out.
And she was awesome, and it was like very much like kind of a, it's kind of one of those it wasn't really hippie, but it was like a commune kind of feel. They built it all themselves out of like mud and stuff and glass. And anyway, we'd walk down to the beach every morning. It was a 2-minute walk from our Airbnb down there. And the Airbnb was like in this like mud hut. Like it was so cool. We'd walk down there. We'd hang out. Nobody was there until 11:30 a.m. And then this giant thing comes in. And then everybody's hammered.
Yeah.
And they're just stumbling off the boat,
Off
and
the
then
cruise ship.
the beach goes insane for like 3 to 4 hours, and they all load up, and then it is totally quiet again.
Yeah.
It was super cool to just like, it was like the tide of people came in and then receded.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah. The idea of being on like a Caribbean beach where there's not that many people.
Yeah. That's the dream.
That's
right?
where I want to be all the time. It's
the dream.
It's expensive to do that, though.
Yeah.
So here we are.
I love this from Brandon Giancarli. My favorite bit was, "Can you cook what the rock is smelling?" Did you
Oh,
remember
man.
that?
Genius show. I think that came from Tim, actually. Speaking of the devil. That would be a great reality show.
Take care, Brian Blair. Also, love that. Gonna watch back when not buried in work. Tim, you stole that from Tim, huh? Man, we're never gonna. This game is gonna be over in a jiffy because I can't even see your puck over there. Oh, excuse me. From downtown.
Open field. Open field.
You are hosed. Oh, we haven't dunked one yet. The nail in the coffin.
Yeah. Oh, he dunked one, but man, it just doesn't count. It's a bummer,
I've
dude.
done two that don't count now.
Man, just think if you could do that on command instead.
Just think if you were good. Yeah, thanks, dude. I just don't know how to get at this one.
Wade, as a random note, I own Crokinole because of you two, and it's an absolute favorite with the whole family, which is rare. This is one of those kind of games.
How can you hate it?
I love this game. Tim says, "What did you steal from me?" I don't think I stole. I credited you every time, I think, which was, "Can you cook what the rock is smelling?" The reality show at some point.
Ariana S. Hey guys, just dropping in real fast to say thank you for all the streams. You got me into Arkham Horror LCG during the pandemic. I've had so much of it since. Off to work now, but thank you, Ariana.
Thanks for
People
being with us.
dropping in and out has been so awesome all day. That is the coolest thing, like, of my life, maybe. Oh, it was a great shot, but I got chipped out.
He chipped out. I like just keeping that puck over there so I can keep having something to hit. J.K. Lawlins, y'all are making me want to pick up a Crokinole board.
Yeah, it's worth it if you got the cash for it. We didn't pay anything for this, so it was great for us.
Yeah.
Wouldn'tyouknow.com.
Bazinga.
Wow, you're crushing me now.
This is devastating.
Tale of skill has...
I felt like it was only appropriate to, it tastes better when you salt it with hope.
Yeah.
And then you crush your enemies.
Maybe that's what I did wrong on the Nightmare Before Christmas game.
Yeah, I was never winning that one.
No, yeah, there was no hope. Oh, that was nice, thank you.
Yeah.
Hope didn't exist at all in that game for you, and that...
Look at you.
I'm sorry.
He's back in the game.
Look who's talking smack and getting wrecked.
I thought you were gonna say, "Look who's talking now."
Oh,
Look at
well. Look where we are now.
Can you imagine if I
How
just
the
go?
tides have turned.
If I finally lose this,
And you just
Crokinole on
hit
the finale
that
stream?
pole and then...
It's a clear board. Steven's got an opening.
Here it is.
Look at this. He's dunking on me. All right. So these cancel.
I think that was over the line.
Was it?
Yeah, I don't know. You moved it too fast.
Was it over the line?
No, it's fine.
It's okay.
Does this count for 20?
This goes here. It's 15.
Oh, well, that's convenient for you.
So 5, 10, 25, 35.
35 plus 25 is 70.
60 to 25. Your first this time.
Ooh, your first this time. Bump, 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 bump. Sounds like poker, doesn't it?
It does.
Let's do a clip.
All right.
I don't know what this one is at all. 90 degrees, the gate card.
I like that it's a 0 now. I get a moment.
Wait, did you just rotate that counterclockwise?
Is that what I'm supposed to
Are you
do?
a communist? Yes. Rotate, yeah, like a clock. Yeah.
Why did I? Why? Why is my
You ever
brain?
tapped a card before? Do you go left on that? Oh my gosh, you totally do. Hardly. I mean, that's the stuff of
Did I tap it the wrong
psychopaths.
direction? New Twitter bio. Psychopath.
I also identify as a psychopath. Cards this card down.
All right, so
So I just turned it the wrong way.
yeah, but hold on. Can we? No, there's no zooming in here. Can you just really appreciate the disgust on my face when you do this?
Rotate 90 degrees, the gate card.
I like that it's a 0 now. I get a moment.
Wait, did you just rotate that counterclockwise?
Is that well,
You do tap to the left, though, don't you?
yeah. I also hold my cards backwards for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, you're in all sorts of trouble. So weird.
I don't know, dude.
I like it though. It's,
60 to 25.
You gotta be weird because you're not, you don't present as weird, so you have to do weird little things. You present as a little weird.
It's my street magician thing.
It's that street magic. Here's a Crokinole puck. Oh, where'd it go? Check your shoes. Okay.
So that goes off the board.
Oh, right. Start of the game.
Logic.
Starting. I just didn't know the rules, and that's why I didn't go in. Okay, it's fine.
Put that in the 20-pointer zone.
Well, this has gone off.
I'm saying there's 2 more seconds of that clip that are worth watching.
2 more seconds? Okay, I'll go back to it. I believe you.
Are you a communist?
Let's see. Are we... Can you hear this? No.
I can hear you. J.K. Long saying, it's such an innocuous thing, and the absolute harshness of the response was so amusing. Psychopath.
I also identify as a psychopath. And then we start another turn from the beginning phase.
Do I get to draw anything?
You don't. Oh, you do. In fact, you draw when you defeat one of the opponents.
Okay, great.
Here, a dealer will get you a card.
It's like, man, this is going to be bad.
No, that's what I was supposed to read, I think. Health and destruction, yes. A player of choice draws a card from their line.
Colin, what are you, tell me what you're,
Micah,
what you're thinking of.
thanks, guys, for the laughs over the years.
Yeah, Micah.
Matthew
cheers.
Warland, stopping by before resuming work, mostly get to enjoy the YouTube version sped up. Everything sounds funny right now. Thanks for all the entertainment. Looking forward to what comes next. Thanks for being with us.
Okay. Now, I need to get caught up here. Oh, 2 seconds before? Is that what you meant? Okay, hold on. I'll get in there. Okay, hold on. Now, this is a dumb puck you've got out here. I don't like this at all.
Held it, dude.
Wow, obliterated that thing. Okay. I'm going to thread this. Oh my gosh. How did I get good at this suddenly?
Almost got her in the middle there.
I'm scaring myself.
You're just not thinking about it.
Yeah. It's that Corbel region champagne. The best that Norway has to offer.
From their way. Oh, watch this, dude. This is
Knock
a dunkel.
me in.
Chris Gilbert got a dash now. Thanks for the entertainment over the past couple of years. Thanks, Chris, for the kind words. Brent says the next wave of TC content is TC watching TC content on stream. That's 3 more years of free content.
3 more years. The Bo Burnham
just
special.
Keep spinning.
Yeah. I think about that Bo Burnham special a lot.
Yeah, me too. It works.
Yeah, but it didn't.
It could be worse. Let's just do one of these. It's in somehow.
All right.
Palpatine has returned. Oh yeah, another chance.
Dang.
Perfect setup. Obsidian, I too have to go. Have a great rest of the day.
Take care.
Thanks, Obsidian.
Great to see you. Thanks for being in the Discord.
Jacob saying, just wanted to say thanks for those of us who don't have a strong card game community. These streams and Team Covenant have offered so much great joy and community. That's awesome to hear, Jacob. Big part of what we do, grew up playing games that really standard retail just didn't care about. A lot of times the games
Still do.
Yeah, it's just, a lot of times the games we care about, most stores don't care about. So that's a big part of it for us. Just helping build community around those games that we care about, that a lot of people out there do and don't have a lot of support for.
That's something we've learned is the that whole retail pipeline selects for a very specific kind of game.
Yep.
And it has definitely choked out a lot of otherwise great things that could or should exist.
My goodness.
Okay, now this is playing with fire
One
here.
second. Okay. Look at that. Look at that on the
Would you
screen.
look at it?
That's millimeters away, dude.
Am I gonna dump it in or out? Oh,
Almost
Little bit
did
of both.
4K dose?
who went first? I went first, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that tracks. A lot of red on the board.
Oh, that's in. I can see the white all the way through.
That's in.
Okay, these two that are like somehow both in.
Yeah, I get
Cancel.
it. These
Cancel.
out. Cancel.
This and this.
Cancel.
That and this one.
Yeah.
15, 10, 5, 30. So I'm at 55 to 60.
You got a 20 or a 2, didn't you?
Oh, 75
Yeah.
to 60. This is neck and neck, though. This is maybe the best
This is the best we've had.
Crokinole bout, which is good.
All right, let's hit another.
Another clip.
Let's hit another one.
Rain asking if we're cutting back on the podcast, too. I don't know what the plan with the podcast. I assume it's weekly-ish,
I think we'll do weekly-ish on that. Yeah.
but that's... We're
Trying
starting
to
with
figure out
video.
where we want to go with it.
Next question is what do we want to do with the podcast?
But it'll probably just be the same for now, but need a bit more of a focus on that, I think. Okay. Welcome back, Tiny Grimes Game. That's we're not going to do that actually. Tiny, if you're out there, I hope you're still playing. All right, this is the if you need takebacks to beat me clip.
Hey. Not Lobo. He's got 3 Destiny draws left.
Wait a minute. Here's something that I think you're gonna let me do.
Takesy backsies.
Put one of those back on top of the deck.
You need 4?
I don't know. I'm just thinking through things.
What are you drawing all these cards for? Yeah, you can put one back. I don't care. If you need takebacks to beat me,
I was not considering that at all.
Yeah, that's important.
Oh no, Global. But what I'm saying is,
Oh man, I'm just putting an asterisk next to this
if you
thing,
need takebacks to beat
just in
me,
case.
I do need takebacks to beat you very often.
Psionic says, I got into Fab, Netrunner, Arkham, and Marvel Champions because of you guys. I only found you because I was looking for Star Wars CCG content. Thanks for everything and all the content. Isn't that amazing? The number of people that found our community through the throwbacks has been remarkable, which is cool because I think that's an example of one of those things that doesn't make sense on paper. We're not running ads. There's no sponsors. We're just playing a game we want to play.
Nalgene, dude.
Yeah. I'm waiting for that first check to show up. But still, it does provide entertainment and value, and it brings people in the community that otherwise just wouldn't find these things. So it's pretty remarkable to see that over and over.
Love it, Terrence. Anyone else in OG all the way back to Monpoc 1.0? Those were the days. Was that 2008?
It came out in 08. I think our first thing was like 09.
2008, 2009.
Adventure Co.
it's been a
found us
while.
through Star Wars Destiny tokens. Rain
What's up, AJ?
found us through Sorcery. Late bloomer.
We did Spoils before Monpoc?
Yep.
And we did Star Wars TCG before Spoils. That was our childhood.
But Star Wars TCG was not officially as Covenant Company.
That's right.
It was just, that was the game we played as teenagers.
Just these dudes. Let's do a few more, and then we'll see where this game goes. We'll play a clip or two, and then we'll get out of here, I think.
Sounds good.
All right, here's about Decipher games. Oh my gosh, this is a clip that this actually destroyed me emotionally.
I don't know what this is.
You know exactly what this is.
Play spot a Sutherman. I can. He costs 7.
You're casually not even saying it.
And during the assignment phase, I can spot 7 companions to assign him to the ring bearer. The Free People's player may make you discard a companion except the ring bearer to prevent this.
You may make me discard a companion?
Let me choose to discard a companion.
Any companion?
Any companion I want to prevent that from happening.
That seems impossible. That's impossible. I cannot do that. What is this?
Picture this. Yeah, I don't know. Jeremy saying, "LOL, Decipher's game be Wildin." One to play spot a sub. Yeah, because so the behind the story there is like you had built this character up with all this stuff finally, and then I just play something and it's like, well, you either lose the game or you let me discard that character.
Yeah, that was it. I was like, are you crazy?
Oh yeah. Wade saying he found us with Netrunner, old school tokens. Yeah, been around for a while. JK Lawrence, I think I purchased 3 different games in the past week alone because of your endorsements. That's
wow.
crazy. Lewis saying the throwback streams made me feel nostalgic about something I never lived. Here in Guatemala, the only TCG available was Yu-Gi-Oh! And 50% of it was Chinese knockoffs. Which is crazy.
I can write a Yu-Gi-Oh! Clip on here too. What's up, Simon? That's a great comment, man. Gents, just want to say that watching you guys play during COVID lockdown helped me get through. It was like being around my gaming friends again. Big thank you for the content and the laughs. Fantastic.
Thanks for your support.
A lot of people here from Netrunner too.
Yeah, it was huge for us, honestly. Netrunner X-Wing, 2012. We opened 1.0 in 2012 of our store, local store 1.0, and later that year, X-Wing and Netrunner came out, and we'd been doing subscriptions for Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones, but we got into both of those well after they were out, and Netrunner subscriptions, and then later data tokens, and then X-Wing templates and tokens were just like huge for us online, and then locally those communities were fantastic. So, and the content, the unboxing, that's where the unboxing started for Netrunner.
Conrad, I didn't happen to find your live streams until mid-2022, but the fab content you made helped me love the game all the more. I tried to catch the fabulous Tuesday streams when I could and watch all of it. And then Austin from Digital Name Tag, glad to catch the end of an era stream. My peak moment was seeing you guys Nalgene bottles I sent in. If only I'd looked up Wet Brain beforehand. Yeah, that's why we changed it to Hydro Brain. But look,
yeah,
still here.
Thank you for sending these. I use these all the time.
It's wonderful.
It says Wet Brain, which apparently is not.
It's like an alcoholism thing.
Yeah, it's not good. But because it started out, we were saying wet brains.
Yeah, hydrate your brain, keep your brain wet, those kinds of things. But that doesn't take away from the thought on these bottles. So thank you so much, Digital Name Tag. Appreciate that. All right, let's see a clip from Yondu, apparently. I don't remember this at all. Look at us go.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to do 6 more.
Look at us go. That's great.
And then Yondu will come in for 1. We're going to ready him. Yondu's going to hit for 1.
Can you have him take out this symbiote as well?
Ready him. Yondu's going to come in for 1.
Symbiote or the thing?
Here.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to play Get Ready. We're going to ready Yondu.
Oh, what's up?
Yondu's going to finish the job, baby. Last 2 turns of the game.
Who is this guy, man? Don't need no one. I do what I want, when I want, how I want. It's a perfect example of Yondu's philosophy.
I just ignored you the whole time.
That was killer. I was like, can you kill my... You're like, nah, dude, I got this.
I'm just going to keep punching the thing.
That's great. What else we got in here?
Man.
Oh, here's a notable clip from the fab community. Look at that hair. Look at this guy. Brainiac over here.
It's this whole thing. So now I want to say mark me when I have like a bold opinion, but I say it in jest.
I think that'll make the stream more exciting ultimately.
Yeah. So mark me. That's what I mean. It literally means bookmark me this moment for later to clip it to say that I was right.
Okay.
If I had to speculate, I do not think Starvo's too good. I think that the decks that came out from this weekend are way better than the start of the show decks I have been seeing. And like in every other meta, there is a best deck. And part of the best deck conversation is based on the meta itself.
Sure.
So it's a little
organic. It's not in a vacuum, right? Yeah.
Right.
I was wrong.
And he may well be the best deck. But in terms
wrong.
Yeah, mark me indeed. That was a fail.
Let me see if there's anything else here on the end.
Of his pacing and what he's doing, I think if you're just on a pure aggro plan and you're just looking to slam damage in with like Briar, Chain, or Visceray, perhaps, he's a problem. So
Starvo was busted. Like by a country mile. Best deck ever. Crazy. He got
banned in like two months.
Well, he Living Legend it out. Like he actually has, if you take away 1,000 of his Living Legend points, once you get to 1,000 is when you rotate out. He still has more Living Legend points than most heroes. It's nuts. He was crazy.
Yeah, you were wrong about that one. Wrong about that one.
What up, Edward Sylvester? Yeah, you gotta admit when you're wrong.
That's right.
That's how we learn.
That's important. All right, let's get a couple of clips here.
To be fair,
I'm gonna do one more fab clip.
You know what, Tom Chan? Maybe I wasn't wrong. He was saying was that before or after Skeleton was banned, and it was before. This could actually play that game.
So this and Starvo were broken.
Yeah, because during the Starvo meta, I'll mind you, I won a Pro Quest with Viscerai and a Pro Quest with Briar.
That's true. That's true.
What's this? Oh, is this Crucible First Edition boxes?
It sure is.
Let's bust into these things.
Tobias, are you doing a podcast this week? We sure are. So we're gonna glove. I didn't think we were gonna do this, but here we are. Partially because Steven thinks it's way too funny.
How is this my life?
So what we're gonna do is open these, and then anything really good we're gonna sleeve.
This is only the 5th time I've been in latex gloves on a stream.
5th time. Wow. I don't know where I was for the other ones.
Oh, you weren't there.
How many people wear gloves when they unbox their first edition stuff? So I'm probably gonna drive some people crazy with the cards that I use.
Is this even okay? Is this going to get like glove on a card?
I don't know. I've seen people do this.
Is this real?
I don't know. You want to hand me the knife?
Man, it does. I feel special.
It's like what's the show where they bring the really collectible stuff and tell you how much it's worth?
Oh
the
yeah,
Roadshow?
Antique Roadshow. Yeah.
That's how I feel a little bit right now. Hold on, you got to be really gentle. You know what? I saw there's crazy stuff happening, and I want to shout out
That lasted for like
my
one
friends
time.
on.
That was a sign of the times right there.
Yeah.
That was a wild time.
Well, those were the last of our Crucible boxes, and at the time, those were like $1,000+ boxes. Some of the cards in there being worth $4 or $5 grand, hypothetically.
Yeah, hypothetically. It's all hypothetical, isn't it? Okay, I've got one that isn't on the list that I'm going to find, which is that Essex County.
Oh man, that was so good. Same with the Carcossa Decipher Reality.
Yeah, we've got that one on tap as well.
Rain saying I'm debating whether I should open my Alpha Sorcery boxes. Yeah, it's tough. I'm definitely going to open a fair number of mine right here live on stream.
Like those Alpha Welcome to Wraith cards we were just like
Slinging without
not
sleeves.
sleeving.
Pocknock, what era is ending? Is the title raw clickbait? It's not. This is our last stream of 2022. It's our last stream where we're planning to stream 4 or 5 days a week, which started with the pandemic. We talk a lot about it on the last episode of the podcast, episode 216, also at the beginning of this video. Essentially, we're changing our content and our strategy. A lot of stuff's actually changed around here. Got a lot going on, and as life gets back to normal for us and our community, it feels like there's better ways for us to use the effort and the time that we're putting in. So we're exploring some stuff. Still going to be streaming probably 1 day a week, and then creating a lot more produced content, as well as working on a lot of other projects.
All right, let's check out this. I don't know exactly where the clip is. I just know the end of Essex is really good. I haven't seen this again since we did it.
Draw.
Oh man, the Zoe Survival Knife deck, I love that.
Yeah, also we're noting, so we're playing Arkham. It's a train car scenario, and you got to get from train car 1 to train car, the start of the train, whatever that is. Everett, how do you refer to the front of the train and the back? The caboose to the engine room or whatever?
That's just
the front? Don't have a name for that, surely.
I don't know, man.
Anyway, this has been the most dastardly escape that we've ever made in Arkham.
Yeah, also,
and I think this is the end of it.
This is definitely like middle phase hair for me.
Yeah, you're getting there.
It's like longer, but it's kind of poofy because it wasn't long yet. Look at how like mad scientist over there.
Yeah, flip it face up. Let's see it. Nothing. Small favor. Dealing damage.
Fine.
Okay.
We did it. All right. Let me know
right,
when
Norm.
you want the call.
All right, Norm. Let's go.
To be fair, to be transparent, I could have also taken my Delve Too Deep bomb. If we hadn't seen the stargazing thing, I was going to consider it. It's good. We already have 2 experience, so I'm okay with this.
Okay, currently a 6 to 4.
This is the 2, right? No?
No, I don't think so. No. I think I'd rather...
So stressful.
Any of these tests failing, we lose. So it doesn't really matter.
So you need maximum odds across the boat.
So I'd rather take 7, 7, 6.
Okay.
Than like
so
an 8,
our
6,
last
6.
one is our best chance, or our worst chance?
That's right.
Terrifying.
7 to 6, 7 to 6, 6 to 6?
All right, first.
No way.
So what are we ahead by? 3?
Plus 3, yeah.
7 to 4.
Agenda 3, yeah.
Yep, agenda 3.
Success.
Clue. 2 clues.
Second, investigate. Calling for a 2-book from Zach. 7. 7 to 4.
Oh my goodness, it was -2. All right, we get one away. We're so close.
All right, one
Oh my goodness.
Hey, keep pausing for a
One
second.
away.
Yeah.
It's important to note. You're talking about we started the caboose.
Yeah.
And we need to get to the engine, basically, front. And this whole scenario is designed, and it happened to work for us. We're like barely hanging on over and over and over just to like give ourselves a chance. Because if you fail, the monster catches whatever thing you're in and the scenario ends.
Yeah.
We make it to the very end. We have these 3 shots in a row to make this happen. Now we have 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
And it all comes down to this moment. We either win or die.
It's been an intense scenario the whole time. We've been on the edge of the knife, like you said.
All right. Nothing else you can do, huh?
That's all I got.
All right, Bag. If ever,
It's a 6.
we needed you.
Let's dump the bag out and see our odds real quick.
Okay.
I just want to see what we're dealing with here.
Classic right there.
Take a minute. All right, so these fail.
It's a nasty bag.
It's the same we've been looking at. Right?
These fail, right? What's this?
That's a -2. Or -1, so that's good.
This.
The skulls now fail as well, though.
What's the skull do?
It's agenda equal to agenda. We're on agenda 3, yeah, so it's -3.
Not looking good, man.
So it's a literally 66% chance of
that
success.
-3 should have been in there,
Okay,
too.
2 out of 3.
Cthulhu's number.
I'd take a 2 out of 3 chance, right? 66.66, yeah, exactly.
Now shuffle this up real good now.
Forgetting the first 2 draws, of course. Look at your face.
You know what? How would you feel about finishing this next week?
Let's cut, yeah.
To be continued.
I wish I could contribute this card so badly. I have to play it. I can't
Norman.
commit it. It's
Yeah.
skill test. Okay. To the bag of fate we go. Turn, turn, turn. Oh
It's a
my God.
superstar! It's a superstar!
Who's laughing now, Bag? Who's laughing now?
Ah, that's fantastic. That is fantastic.
Man, there is no better. Arkham is the game that does that above all games. Oh my gosh. So good.
Puts you on the brink and then... I mean, I feel like we've been so fortunate. We've had a lot of scenarios that feel like that.
Yeah.
And the game
Right
is
to the
designed to
end.
do that. But yeah, that was so good.
All right. Let's see. There's a few more, and then let's just clip the. Oh, here's the. I don't even. I don't even know what this looked like from your perspective.
Are you going somewhere?
Yeah.
I'll be here with the people.
This build doesn't work.
Merry Christmas. See you later.
Hey, I've got Storm of Spirits. It does 2 to everything in a location.
That could be really
There's a
good.
good moment for that.
I remember
So
it was
let's
weird. I was like
work on
feeling
that
dizzy
moment.
or something. It was weird.
Yes, I see the
I
moment.
do that a lot.
I'm by my.
That was, and then you get a text that's basically like,
That's when you didn't come back.
"Yeah, I'm
for
not
it.
coming back." Yeah, that was it. That was the awkward like leave, and then you're just like, you remember? It's like that meme where there's that guy in different poses waiting.
It's like he's just standing by himself in the bottom of a pool. Yeah, the crazy thing, I think at that time even, I don't even know that I knew how to shut things off.
Oh yeah.
It's like, well, I'm gonna go hit some buttons and it's gonna cut at some point.
Yeah, that was a whole vibe. Okay, here's the. This is like the last of the clips. We'll play the last round of Crokinole, and then we got a final clip to show. This was probably, maybe for both of us, the top moment in cooperative gaming.
It's Carcossa.
Because you had built your entire deck around Deciphered Reality,
And had not used it.
and we had such a great. That was my favorite campaign.
Yeah,
by far.
it was
And
really
we had Jim Culver. It was awesome. It was the in the key of chaos or something.
Something minor.
Something in the key of something minor. Yeah. All right, let's check in here. This one's fun.
2, 3, 7 to 2, ahead by 5.
Yeah.
-4.
I'm gonna play the trumpet for you just to do
Yep.
it. I think I've already done it this
Get
turn.
a
I
clue.
can't remember.
Let's flip the dim
I think I
streets
did.
again.
What's it say?
Mapping the streets. You
Does
find
it have
yourself.
the icon on the bottom that says deal damage equal to?
This is perfect. You find yourself easily lost within the city's narrowing, twisting streets. Routes that should lead back to familiar places lead instead to new parts of the city, and retracing your steps is impossible. Perhaps objects here do not exist in 3 dimensions like they do on
Did we
Earth.
miss the reality?
Conventional maps cannot possibly begin to depict the complexity of Carcossa's design. You explore the streets carefully and begin to puzzle out a shocking map of the city. Test 3 book. For each point you fail by, take a horror. Deal 1 damage per player to Hastur, regardless of whether you succeed or fail.
It's done.
Dude, hold on. We got to get back to the Deciphered. Because I was noticing there was no clues anywhere.
Yeah, I should do that.
Above the right of it, someone's asking if there was an olive calculator.
Fanatic is. Is it okay?
Fanatic,
There
reveal
was an
location with the
olive
most clues.
calculator.
I don't know, man.
Gotta find
he
that
takes a clue.
Deciphered.
How about
I
that?
should pop, right?
I might just dig for the superstar again here.
Yeah.
May as well, right?
Okay.
Really?
Was it?
There's a world where shortcuts. Well, no, you gotta.
Remember William T. Mallison dropping
That
those
takes
clues
2.
off? There he is.
I'm ahead by 4.
Because didn't you have the board completely soaked with clues?
Yeah, like I
Database.
had one clue.
Well, how about-
over.
We need to add one here.
That's pretty close. Hold on, I'm gonna find this. Stick with us.
11.
To if I could get rid of him with that punch.
And no
T.
dice,
Mallison
and
on
I'm
them.
looking forward to these Arkham strains
have
once I
any
get the snares and play them. Yeah, it's a great experience.
Got it.
Nailed
Get a
it.
complimentary shirt. He loves it.
Nailed it, dude. It's really
Like Nick says, I
important.
know that was a
All right.
clip where we.
Now I'm
won the
gonna
last
fast
one,
action.
but I'm still pumped.
Cryptic research to draw 3.
Weird says 35-30.
Good
for
triggers
the
ritual
Decipher
candles to give me
reality.
plus 1. So I'm currently plus
35
3 on the
all the way
test.
up ahead.
I thought it was
and
like
minus
opening.
5. So I succeed. Good luck, man.
Oh,
Look at
yeah,
this.
dude.
I think
It's
that's real.
very meaningful. Just
It's
directly.
actually real.
Really appreciate it. Okay, you ready for this?
Good luck, man.
All right, we're gonna
I
move.
mean, this is gonna set the tone.
This is the moment we've all been waiting for. All right, I'm gonna play Decipher
bag.
Reality.
Come on.
Cost me 4. I'm gonna boost it by 3. This is the right call, right?
7 clues.
I mean, what's the difference between 3 tokens failing and 2 tokens failing? Difference is 1 token.
7 clues if I fail.
7 clues is the difference.
So I think I tossed my guns because it's a 2.
Ooh. But you might need to shoot some demons, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have the firepower
So,
to take on all
The
of
thing is, it's
Carcossa.
either my guns or my archaic glyphs, and the glyphs let me run at least.
I think your glyphs are more important.
And I feel like it would have to be the glyphs and another card. So it's like I'm just like burying
Okay,
myself.
I'm with it on the
So
guns.
we're gonna do the 2.
This is Joe laying it down and saying this is not a place for fighting.
It's like Luke throwing his lightsaber down.
Yeah, this is a place
And
for
like
Decipher.
Rey throwing her. Nope, she didn't. Okay.
This is a place for Decipher.
All right, here we go. Anything with
Here
the
we
other
go.
sign.
Let's
Come on,
go.
Tony Zeros. I'm channeling your
Let's
energy.
go.
You ready for this? The campaign is built to this moment. I have months on the line here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is my token. You ready?
Yep.
-4.
Oh my God!
It
you're
would have failed.
It would have failed.
All right.
Scoop them up, man. 2 here.
All right, so check this out. Decipher reality triggers.
Oh my
So it's
gosh.
1
the
off
same
of
thing?
everything.
Nicely done.
And because I played Decipher reality, it's an extra 1 here because I was investigating. And I'm going to crack
Oh
the
my
case and
gosh.
get 4 money because it's 4 shroud.
Oh.
So I spent.
Talk
got my
about
money back
acceleration.
and got the clues. That is insanity.
That was probably the best moment in Arkham for us the entire time.
That was
Unbelievable.
well. And that as we said, it set the tone for the rest of that scenario.
Unbelievable.
The wind was at our back, and then we just went at it. That was crazy.
Crushed it.
That's a highlight moment for me for sure.
Crushed it. Okay, let's put some pucks on the board here.
All right, I believe you're first this time.
Did I win that last one?
I'm 75. Remember, I made one in the middle. I'm 75 to 60.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm ahead by 15, but it's anyone's game going to 100. Oh, man, I feel so bad for you.
I'm sure you do. I can feel it.
Yeah. Can't you feel how bad I feel now?
Yeah, I can feel how bad you feel.
Hawkneck says, my takeaway is when you go all in, you got to go all in.
That's right. It's the Zach Bunn method.
Zephin, I found you guys through Netrunner. Yeah, a lot of people. Spencer saying, I got to run, guys. This was
Take care,
fantastic.
Spencer.
Thanks again. Looking forward to next time. See you, Spencer. Be safe. All right.
Or don't, you know.
Yeah,
Your life.
Live boldly. Goblin says top cam.
Oh, right.
We thought you'd like a different angle for a minute.
Yeah. That's what it looks like to watch people play from across the room.
Yeah, that's right. Nailed it.
Yeah, that's when it wasn't right.
All right. What's it worth, you know? Almost. Almost. I feel like the top angle on this is really cool, actually.
Looks like a professional.
You know, it's
Crokinole
wild. If you
tournament.
look at the second screen up there, you can actually kind of get a replay. I just saw myself shoot the shot.
Yeah, you can. I get a replay of that beautiful thing. Terrence saying, hey to Spencer. Yeah, that's Moncon 1.0 crew right there.
So like right now, I can watch myself shooting that shot.
Why would you, though?
Because it's beautiful.
I can do this, right?
Yeah. Get in there.
Not as intended. Not as intended.
Things didn't go as we
Things
hoped.
did not go as planned. Oh, yeah. See you later,
I don't even know what
alligator.
happened there.
Remember I did that like 3 times last time?
Yeah, I'll give you that one. Nailed it.
Got ourselves a heater here. This game teaches you about tempo, I can tell you that.
Just keeping your head down and having patience.
A lot of red on the board here. Oh, that counts, yeah?
It was.
All right, so we need Hail Marys.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's a good shot. If I do say so myself. It just bounced. It was a good bounce, really. So. Tim's saying Steven's gotten a lot better at Crokinole.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, if you practice once a year, you too can be good at Crokinole.
Oh no, I don't think there's a win here for me unless it's just a complete obliteration.
Wad Tom Adam. Need to head off, but thanks guys for all the streams and really everything you do. Hope to catch you in the future at Gen Con. Something. Merry Christmas. Tom, thanks for being with us, man. Have a good one. Have a great holiday.
You got me.
You got a pucks?
Merry Christmas.
Oh man, let's just total them up. This knocks and this knocks. This goes here. I don't have any to cancel, so I'll just lower this one level and knock that off. 10, 20, 5, 35, 40.
But you have to get the exact 100, don't you? Like darts or
Yeah,
something?
that's exactly it. How do you know? We get to 100. That was a very respectable
good stuff,
game of
man.
Crokinole, though.
That's good stuff. All right.
I could play this for days.
Here's a good.
Days at a time.
Let's do a final clip and let's get out of here.
This is one last clip. Okay. And then we can say our final remarks.
See where we are in the
Take
weather.
take some bows. Yeah, it's going to be getting dark soon, so we do need to get out of here.
Okay, let's go here. Oh, this was early too, yeah.
Yeah, this is before the playmat.
That's a good pose for you. I think that's a Discord face, actually.
With us. So we are officially in isolation, and we said day one in the title of this initially on the live stream. We've obviously been isolated for a little longer than that. There's a lot of people all over the world who are stuck at home or not interacting with very many people. Even I saw Steven this morning, and he was the first person I had seen besides my wife since last week when I saw Steven for the last time. So it's really a bizarre time, I think, in the history of the world, and maybe one of the most notable times in our lives. But nonetheless, we have every intent to stream, as far as I'm aware, 5 days a week.
Yeah, as much as we can.
That's
what we can do.
As long as this takes.
That's what we can do.
So that everyone watching at home, I mean, you get to hang out with us and hopefully just feel like you're actually getting to interact with people again.
It's weird.
With us. So
So, as
That's
long
crazy.
as it takes was about 3 years.
Yeah, that's nuts. I remember back then I was looking at some of the the email I sent the team you were talking about. We were talking about earlier, and we were talking in weeks and months.
Yeah.
Maybe it'd be a couple weeks or a couple months and things would be back to normal. Little did we know it would be more than a year before vaccines would hit. Even then, another 6 to 9 months before people were comfortable. There was an Omicron phase coming. So many just wild things between this moment and then. I mean, it's honestly been quite a privilege to be here.
Yeah, it's been amazing.
Like we said at the start of the show, the fact that we're still here is a miracle. Only possible. A lot of people here obviously see us all the time. We showed Bryce and Jonathan as well, but the entire ops team, the whole business wouldn't function. We wouldn't get to do this if they weren't there. And they wouldn't get to be there if all of you weren't out there buying stuff from us. So huge shout out to everyone that watched or shared or commented or joined the Discord or bought stuff from us and subscribers and bought tokens and boards and the whole thing. True miracle. So happy to be here and very excited about what's next.
Yeah. Thank you guys all so very much. We'll be back in 2023 with probably a weekly stream and then pulling out some more produced content out of that. So we're not going anywhere. Come to the Discord server and hang out if you'd like. And the past 3 years have been truly amazing, truly hard. And we hope and are encouraged to have heard that we were at least some small part of helping out there. So thank you.
And don't want to forget, huge shout out to all the publishers we work with as well.
Yeah.
I made some really incredible relationships and partnerships throughout this. Thinking back before the pandemic, had never worked with SkyTier, hadn't been working with Plaid Hat because they weren't really making games. Legend Story Studios, Flesh and Blood, Eric's Curiosa. You go down the list and just some incredible games, some incredible experiences. Earthborn. I don't want to keep. I already started naming, so I got to keep going. But yeah, amazing to get to work with the publishers we're working with. The community is great. If you're not on the Discord, I highly recommend it. Check out that Skeleton Crew shirt. That's for all our Skeleton Crew out there who kept us going. And have a great holiday season. Thanks for being here. We aren't going anywhere, but things are definitely going to change, and we're excited about where we're heading, and hopefully you will be too.
Yeah. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time.